Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Paisley Media Group Station.
This is Boston Bruins hockey. Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers, Shaw's and Star Market.
Even hard to find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Got to work right away, and we were not ready. That's why we made mistakes, and that's why it ended up 4 times pretty much on an empty net.
Yeah, it was not good at the beginning of that game, and they got behind, and it actually took them maybe half the game to really get going. Just a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes. I say uncharacteristic; it's a small sample size for this season, but everything that they preach about the way that they want to play, about the way that they want to defend and be hard to play against, they just did not have it first half of that game. I mean, there were guys kind of running out of position. There were some turnovers in some bad spots. There was, just some soft play defensively, and it led to goals. Tap-in empty net goals, basically. Korpisalo was left out, hung out to dry on a couple of those goals. He had no chance. There are guys in there on a 2-on-0, quick 2-on-0 in front of him. So it wasn't where it needed to be. It certainly got better. They battled. They stayed with it. But, unable to break through there in the third period. It ended up losing the game, by a goal. So you're starting off a road trip here, and you're against a good team that hasn't lost in regulation yet. They've gotten points in all 4 of their games. They're still not hitting on all cylinders. There's some holes in their game right now. But you've got them today. You've got Colorado, and you've got Utah. And Utah's got designs on making the playoffs this season. This is a very difficult road trip for the Bruins. Yeah, they've been out here for a couple of days, and you get a little bit of rest. It's been strange. It seems like forever since we played a game. It really does. Right? Monday afternoon, and then get on the plane and fly out here. You're not going to have much rest as this season unfolds. You're not going to have many times where you have 2 days off, and they felt it was important to kind of get together and be together on the road. See if that works here today, but. Now you've got 3 games in 4 days in 3 different cities, so this will be a challenging road trip for them, and because of the difficulty of the teams as well.
Well, we've talked early on in this season about one of the areas they needed to target to improve is the power play. They scored power play goals in the first 2 games. They've come up empty in the last 2, including 0 for 5 on Monday. Sturm says he needs to see the pace picked up a bit.
Again, going into the third, I thought, if we're going to stick with our game, what we played starting in the second half of the game, and then hopefully going to get a power play, we have a good chance to come back and maybe win the hockey game. And I think we did all this except the power play. I thought we were just a little bit too slow. Yes, plays were there, but just our puck speed was not there, and we need them. Again, those are those moments in those tight hockey games, and especially against a veteran team like Tampa. You got to grab those moments, and we just didn't do it today.
Yeah, reverting back to some of the things that plagued them last season in terms of pace, whether it was the entries or whether it's what happens once you get into the zone, being a little bit unpredictable, but maybe too predictable is what I'm saying. they scored power play goals in each of the first 2 games. One of them was a 5-on-3. The last couple games just has not been there for them. Fortunately, the penalty killing has been excellent, so you hope that continues against a good team that's capable here in Vegas. Certainly Colorado for sure, but your power play has to be a bit of a weapon for you. It can't be something that you don't keep up some of that momentum that you build. Maybe when you're playing 5-on-5, all of a sudden you get the power play, and they had a decisive advantage in power plays against Tampa the other day. They weren't able to do anything with them, so I think it takes saps some of the momentum from you, and that pace, just like Marco Sturm was saying. And it's not something that they're not telling them to play slow, but right. If you're thinking more than you're just acting, I think sometimes that takes away some of the pace that you're looking for.
Bruins have been without defenseman Hampus Lindholm over the last couple of games with a lower body injury. He's going to sit out again tonight. He is practicing with the team, not quite ready to jump back into the lineup yet. In his place, Jordan Harris has played well the last couple of games, including getting his first goal as a Bruin on Monday. And he talked about this Western road trip being a good bonding experience for the team.
I already feel like we're pretty tight-knit here, but just a chance to be able to spend so much time together. Like when you're on the road, you spend all day, every day with each other. So I'm really looking forward to that and getting a chance to know, everyone here better. And I think it'll be good for us. We face some good teams, so it'll be a good test.
Yeah, they did a poker tournament a couple days ago where everybody was involved, the players, the staff, the coaches, everything. And it's a good opportunity. They spent a few hours together there. Then the players went off and did something on their own. And Marco Sturm said, I don't even know what it was. I find that hard to believe, but I'll leave it at that. But no, you get together. They really didn't have a chance. Normally in preseason, they find a day or two to go somewhere and do team building, whatever, exercises. Right. And I think they wanted to concentrate on camp this year because of the way last season went. So they wanted to really be on point through most of training camp this year, and it seems to have worked out, right? You start the season 3-1, you built up some good feelings about yourself. This, like we said, I'm going to say it one more time, and probably not one more time, probably several more times, how challenging a trip this is going to be against some really good hockey teams. So, see what they come. This is kind of see where they're made of here coming out of this trip and see what direction they're going.
And it starts with a tough test tonight against Vegas. And Sturm says the power play and penalty kill are going to be key against the Golden Knights.
The way we structure and everything, I think our 5-on-5 play will be solid. Special teams, again, like the other night, it could be the difference. And it's a tight league, it's a hurt league, and those those moments. What I said last time, the moments, those minutes, you have to come up big. And that's what we try to do.
Yeah, it's look, power play can bring you so much. If you get the momentum, at least if you generate chances and you put teams back on their heels, even if you don't score, you have a good feeling about yourself when those next shifts start to happen. And the PK has to stay strong, as it's been through the first 4 games.
Some lineup notes for today. Jeremy Swayman gets the start in goal. Jeffrey Viel's going to draw into the lineup for the first time this season, as Marat Husnudinov will be scratched tonight. And as I mentioned, Hampus Lindholm close to returning, but he'll miss his 3rd straight game of the lower body injury. Counting you down to puck drop here in Vegas. Here's what's on deck, brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. We'll go around the NHL, including the Panthers and Devils.
Marchand holds with a chance, saved by Allen. Rebound, Marchand again. Then Rodriguez scores.
I'll chat with Bruins head coach Marco Sturm.
They're really good on their power play. We've been excellent too, but we don't want them to give them any life.
And up next, we'll preview today's opponent, the Vegas Golden Knights, here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. But try picking your fave from all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location. He roofs it, top shelf.
When the Bruins go top shelf, they go Tito's Handmade Vodka. Award-winning and distilled till it's just right. Tito's is crafted in Austin and made for Boston. Every sip has a smooth finish that's always good on ice, just like the Bruins. Realize your top shelf goals and win the pregame and the rest of the game with Tito's, the official vodka of the Boston Bruins. Boston pregames with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Back skating to center, took the hit, got the play across to Eichel. Skates in with Korczak right to the goal. He scores! Jack Eichel cutting from the left side, right to the crease, stuffs it underneath Dustin Wolf. Vegas has scored 3 in a row. A 3-2 lead for the Golden Knights. Jack Eichel, second of the day.
Bruins getting ready to take on those Vegas Golden Knights, who have collected points in each of their first 4 games this season, a 2-0-2 record. On Tuesday in Calgary, Bruce Cassidy's team fell behind 2-0 in the first period before rallying for a 4-2 win.
Tonight was another one of those. It was after the first period. It wasn't looking great. We had a little conversation about how we want to play, what's acceptable, what's not. That wasn't us the first period. We were really loose with the puck. We're usually a pretty responsible team, so let's start with that, get back to making them earn their chances, and see if we could tilt the ice. So it was a grind, but I liked the way we, the last 30 minutes or so, I thought that was what we're supposed to look like.
Yeah, they've been slow out of the gate, period. The 4 games that they've played, they've been outscored and outshot in the first period in those games. They're strong in the third, but, the first 3 games they've gone to overtime, and this last one they had to come from behind against Calgary in order to win. That was a couple of nights ago. So, they're still trying to find their stride. There's guys like, Marner's got a point a game, 4 assists, no goals. Stone's got 6 assists, no goals. It's a little scary there. Those 2 guys are very capable of putting the puck in the net. Jack Eichel's off to a fantastic start for them, but you're seeing their backup goaltender here today. Hill got hurt the other day against Calgary in that game. So you got the backup goalie, and you're coming off a game where you had a slow start if you're the Bruins. You weren't good in the first period. You want to come out and dictate some of the pace here and try to take advantage of a team that has struggled early in games.
Speaking on Tuesday night's win, Bruce Cassidy said the Golden Knights' comeback really got going when his team got more aggressive on the forecheck.
We needed to get something good happen, and the goal by Jack, obviously. Now you're down 1. You're starting to climb back in slowly. But I'd say it was the third period. I thought we forechecked a lot better. Got over top, forced some errors on their part. I know Korczak's goal was a good forecheck. We stuck with it. And I thought we did a good job with that the third period. We didn't allow them to get back in the game with transition because we were forechecking well.
Well, they're one of the favorites in the West, and, for good reason. You had Mitch Marner. They do lose Pietrangelo on the back end. Done for the season. It's already been announced. I should mention they signed Carter Hart today.
We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight.
Yeah. So it's look, they are one of the favorites, no question about it. It's so early in the season; it's hard to figure out where teams are just yet. You just kind of look for trends here early on in the season, and you're just hoping for results and bank some of those points. And they just want to keep going in the right direction, and the forecheck is a big part of that for them.
Well, we talked about the Bruins' power play. The Golden Knights last year on the power play, over 28%. They were second in the league in that department. They add Mitch Marner to what was already a potent unit. But Jack Eichel says they have to concentrate on scoring at even strength, too.
It's something we're going to need to do. We know our power play is going to be a weapon for us and help us win games as well as our penalty kill. But just being able to score 5-on-5 is so important in this league, and it was good to get a couple 5-on-5. And yeah, we had to build off of it.
Yeah, I mean, special teams, when you go over the length of a season, very few times do you see a team that's in the bottom 10 that's, a playoff team, power play, or penalty killing for that matter, right? I mean, it's just hard to do. It's hard to play catch-up when your special teams aren't doing the job for you. So far, so good on the PK for the Bruins side of things. I think for Vegas, their power play's pretty good, they're fairly potent. They're capable with some of the guys that they can throw out there. PK has sprung a couple of leaks here early in the season for them, so maybe that's an area that the Bruins can look to exploit by getting their man advantage going.
Well, coming up next, we'll get a check of the Sports Hub headlines. Then we'll be back to go around the NHL here on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Hey, it's Corey Wade, Regional Project Director at Blue Sky Restoration Contractors. If you experience a large-scale property loss, Blue Sky is the only company you need. We coordinate the work of building and environmental consultants, architects, and engineers so you don't have to. At Blue Sky, we have a unique workflow which emphasizes timelines, communication, and project information so you're never left wondering what's next. So when disaster strikes your property, don't panic. Just visit goblusky.com and we'll take it from there. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
You feel that? That's not game day jitters. That's a rodent returning a kick through your garage. Spiders, they're running routes across your ceiling. And stink bugs, they've formed a huddle in your windowsill. Bad defense loses games, but bad pest control, that loses your home. Call Burgess Pest, my go-to for years. Burgess Pest is local, fast, and they play to win with year-round coverages starting at $39 a month. With nearly 100 years of experience, Burgess Pest is family-owned right here in our own backyard. Mice, spiders, stink bugs, gone. BurgessPest.com. Built for New England, built to stop pests.
The Boston Bruins, Loon Mountain, and 98.5 The Sports Hub have teamed up to offer the Skate and Ski ticket package for the 2025-26 season. Purchase a $150 ticket to a select Bees game and receive a complimentary lift ticket to Loon. Head to bostonbruins.com/skate and ski for more information and to buy your tickets today.
Hey, it's Beetle from my dealership, 495 Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Lowell, where you'll save thousands on all new Ram light duty, heavy duty, and ProMaster vans. Or choose the lowest lease payments of the year on all Ram trucks. Visit 495ram.com.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Patriots gearing up for their game in Tennessee this Sunday. The injury report is out. Harold Landry's dealing with an ankle injury. Charles Woods also did not practice. Thursday night football, Bengals, they lead the Steelers 14-10. Just seconds to go in the first half. And at the baseball playoffs, Dodgers now have a 3-0 series lead over the Brewers. They win today 3-1. Toronto leads the Mariners 4-1 right now in the fourth inning. Step into Bruins history at Heritage Hall. Discover over 30 new artifacts, including Tim Thomas goalie mask and the stick from the Bruins' first Stanley Cup win in 1928. Explore more than a century of Bruins hockey. Get your tickets now at bostonbruins.com/Heritage Hall. I'm Joe Murray. Ryan and Bob, they'll take you around the NHL next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, My work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot or a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
At Meineke, doing car care right means being able to fix now and pay later. Because with Meineke, fix it now and pay over time with custom finance options available to fit your needs. Meineke's multiple financing solutions are designed to try and cover all credit opportunities, providing customized options for you. See your local Meineke today, and you may be surprised how much they can help. Visit Meineke.com today and schedule an appointment with a locally owned and operated location. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Let's take a quick look at the finals already in the books for the NHL tonight. Toronto with an overtime winner over the Rangers.
William Nylander 2-on-1. Nylander works in. Back in front, they score! Austin Matthews, overtime winner. Leafs take it 2-1.
Yeah, Rangers have had their troubles here to start the season, but they do get a point out of this game. 2-3-1 on the season, and they did score a goal, although they were on the road. They have not scored on home ice yet this year.
Montreal, an overtime game winner against Nashville.
One last chance. Suzuki. Caulfield. Score! Can you believe this, kid? OT winner. Caulfield.
He scored their OT winner the other day. Also scored with 20 seconds left in regulation to tie the game, and then gets the OT winner.
Good news for Ottawa. They get a shootout win over the Kraken tonight, 4-3. Bad news, Brady Tkachuk's out 6 to 8 weeks with a thumb surgery. Devils with a 3-1 win at home over the Florida Panthers.
Mercer back up top. Dillon slides into Nemitz. Heaves a pass. It deflected by Deflects. Bounces the puck past Tarasov. And the Devils take their first lead of the game.
Yeah, Florida had won their first three, and now they've lost 3 in a row in regulation, go to 3-3 in the season.
Winnipeg Jets put up a 5-2 win in Philadelphia tonight.
Taves getting off the ice, so time for Sanheim, but the Jets keep it in. Velarde sets it up. Scheifele with a drive, and he scores! Mark Scheifele has a point in all 4 games.
And Colorado, who we will see on Saturday, a 4-1 win tonight in Columbus. That's our look around the NHL. Marco Sturm joins us next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CRV at your local Honda dealer.
Patriots football is heard live on the Sports Hub. Tune in every game day for the Patriots starting lineups presented by the McGovern Auto Group, the official automotive partner of the New England Patriots. With 35 locations, 25 different automotive brands, and over 9,000 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. Start your car shopping today at McGovernAuto.com.
This season, Delta Dental of Massachusetts is proud to partner with the Boston Celtics radio network for the MVV of the game, our most valuable veteran. Do you know a military veteran who deserves recognition? Share their story today on the contest page at 985thesportshub.com. Every nomination is a salute to the brave men and women who've worn the uniform and the chance for them to win 2 tickets to an upcoming game and be honored on the air. Enter today at 985thesportshub.com. Proudly presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts.
Hey, it's Big Jim. It's the spooky season. But you know what's the most frightening? Water in your basement. So call Premier Basement Waterproofing and never be scared again. 844-LIVE-DRY or premierbasement.net. It's game over for water.
The NBA season is officially here, and we're going hard from start to finish. Every player is showing out. All 30 teams are locking in. To win it all in this league, fans and players need to give everything. All season long. The American Express NBA tip-off begins Tuesday on ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
Hey, it's Beetle. I got my LASIK surgery more than a decade ago from Boston Vision to correct my distance vision, and it's still perfect. And now, Boston Vision not only can correct distance, but also reading issues. Just ask Big Poppy.
I trusted Dr. Melky and the crew at Boston Vision with my eyes. Best decision ever. LASIK brought my reading vision back strong. Reading glasses? Not for me anymore.
Book a free evaluation today online at bostonvision.com because your best vision is Boston Vision.
Clogged drain never happens at a good time. And John Sewer Drain Cleaning with locations in Woburn and Norwood and a team of over 70 technicians on the road daily will solve your clogged drain problem fast. John Sewer Drain Cleaning on call since 1976. Visit johnsewer.com.
We get the job done. This is Boston's home for sports.
Our pregame interview with Marco Sturm is brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety.
Well, coming off the loss to Tampa, which you were joking yesterday, it feels like it was about a week ago. That it's been a while since you guys have been on the ice. But what were your thoughts on your team's performance in the first half of that game and why the struggles there?
Yeah, no, we probably felt too confident, I would say, because things, 3-0, and we probably took it a little bit lightly to going into the game, and we should. I think we paired them really well, and we knew Tampa was going to come out hard, and that was the difference of the hockey game. And then we were chasing, so we can't do that. That means we still have work to do, and but I'm. On the other side, yes, we didn't want to lose that game, but you also learn from those games, hopefully, and hopefully we can show a different reaction today.
Well, it was good to see the determination in coming back and making that a game, especially. I mean, I have to ask you about Pasta's last shift of the game there. I mean, is he trying out for your emergency goaltender role? I mean,
no, he's that's the way he is, and but overall, there was never. It doesn't matter if it was a 3-0 or 4-1 or whatever it was. I know my guy's going to battle right to the end, and that's where I'm approaching since day one. And he can lose games, but we want to be all out for 60 minutes. And again, those different to start. That's just an area we just have to get better at. That's all.
With Hampus out, you've had Jordan Harris in the lineup the last couple of games. What have you thought of him so far?
No, he was great. He came in, kept it really simple, played well, stayed out of trouble. And that's all we want, right? That's all what I want from my defenseman, honestly. And he did it well. So no, good for him. But also now we have some big teams coming up with high-end, high-skilled players. So it will be a different story, but his last two games were excellent.
You've said the special teams are going to be kind of a work in progress, specifically the power play. What kind of improvements are you looking for here over the next few games?
Yeah, no, we just have to be, we got to be more comfortable, I would say. We want to be more comfortable. These guys have to get used to, the little bit higher pace, the puck speed. We wanted to improve, being in different spots, whatever it takes, but it's not going to work overnight. We just have to stick with it and not get frustrated. And, those big teams here coming up, those are usually having better, killers too. So that means we're going to be on our toes. But even if it doesn't work out, we got to stick with it. That's the biggest message.
Elias Lindholm's gotten off to a pretty good start offensively. He's also over 70% on faceoffs right now. How big of an advantage is that?
Yeah, no, it's. I said it before. I didn't know when I got into coaching that faceoffs are that important, right? And I really didn't know, because as a player you kind of win or loss, but as a coach, you do not want to chase the game right from the start. So you want to win those faceoffs and also on special teams, right? And it's nice to kind of look down on the bench and there's a guy who can win those faceoffs. So it's always nice to have.
All right, so you guys come here to Vegas for a couple of extra days off before the game here. In your experience, how important is a trip like this early on in the season to get the guys together off the ice and get them to know each other a little better?
Yeah, no, it's always important. And if you look at our schedule, it's been packed all season long. So we thought this was the only time we can actually do something like that. And we were fortunate enough it's actually in Vegas, and you know, we can come here a little bit earlier and do some good things as a team. And I think it is important. It's a lot of new faces, new coaches, right? I think the faster you can get the group together, the better it is. It doesn't mean you're going to win games because of it, but it will definitely brings us together.
Jeffrey Vale's going to get in for the first time tonight. What do you hope he brings to the lineup?
Just energy, lots of energy, good forecheck, going up and down. You know, just being aggressive. You know, without taking any penalties. Vegas is a big, heavy veteran group, and we thought he would be a good fit against them.
All right, so talking about Vegas, first time we've seen them this year. What specifically do you guys have to be alert about defensively against this team?
They're very good. They're very good, well coached, very good organized. They don't make many mistakes. You have to make them to make the mistakes, and you got to play them 5-on-5. I think that's going to be key. They're really good on their power play. We've been excellent too, but we don't want them to give them any life, on their power play. So again, we want to be good organized 5-on-5 and play in 5-on-5.
Appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
There's Marco Sturm. Bruins and the Golden Knights are coming up next.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
After a sluggish start on Monday against the Lightning, the Bruins were able to claw their way back into the fight. But in the end, time wasn't on their side. Cleared that puck all the way down ice, and time expires, and the Lightning hang on to win it 4-3, the final score, and send the Bruins to their first loss of the season. And Tampa Bay picks up their first W. Now, after a couple of days to regroup, the Bruins open a West Coast road trip in Vegas. It's the Bruins and the Golden Knights coming up next.
This is Boston Bruins hockey.
Cross to Esposito, a shot.
Cam Neely, wow.
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. Geeky scores.
And there is point number 100 for Pasta and goal number 30 for Morgan Geeky.
Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers, Shaw's and Star Market, Safety Insurance, Town Fair Tire, Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train, your New England Boyd dealers, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, and by Catches Law.
Backhand and a save, Thomas.
Swayman made a great stop of the far post.
And by Dairy Queen, Peerless Boilers, Timber Tech Decking and Railing, Charles D. Sheehy, Wendy's, Live Nation, your Boston area Lexus dealers, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Back to Orr. Put in. His 100th point. Backhand score on a penalty truck for Raymond Bourque.
David Pasternak calls game, and the Bruins win it 2-1.
Bergeron, and the Bruins win the series.
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
And we're in Las Vegas for the Bruins trip to take on the Golden Knights as they kick off this 3-game road trip here tonight. What's the biggest key to slowing down this Vegas offense?
Well, it's everything that they've preached since the beginning of the year. It doesn't really matter who you're playing, but it just becomes more important against certain teams. They played against a good offensive team the other day in Tampa, and they didn't do their jobs well enough, especially the first half of the game defensively. So get back to some of those good habits that have made you successful through the first couple games of the season. I would say 2 out of the 4 games have been the way that they want to play defensively. Blackhawks, where they were a little looser against Chicago. They were loose against Tampa, certainly in the first half of that game, and they got better as the game went on. So getting back to some of those details that are preached day in and day out about how to defend, taking pride in that area, being hard to play against. Those are the things that I look for against a highly potent offensive team like the Vegas Golden Knights. We mentioned Jack Eichel off to a great start. So is, well, they call him Scorofiev, but it's Dorofiev. He's going for the Cy Young. He's got 5 goals, no assists here to start the season. But on the flip side of things, you got Marner and Stone without a goal, but 10 assists between the two of them.
We'll have the opening face-off coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
He roofs it. Top
shelf. When the Bruins go top shelf, they go Tito's Handmade Vodka. Award-winning and distilled till it's just right. Tito's, the official vodka of the Boston Bruins. Boston Pregames with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc. Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
At National Grid, we know home is where you feel your best. That's why we're dedicated to making your home comfortable and energy efficient year-round. With a home energy assessment, you can learn how your home uses energy and receive a custom report with helpful recommendations. You can also learn about energy-saving solutions such as insulation, air sealing, and more. If you're ready to save energy at home, we'll be there for you every step of the way. Visit ngrid.com/assessment or call 866-527-SAVE to learn more. National Grid is a proud sponsor of Mass Save.
Football season is underway, and you could score big off the field, too. Here in Massachusetts, 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property. So visit findmassmoney.gov today to claim your winnings.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was Carnell Johnson.
Getting ready for the opening face-off here between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Bruins. We take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. In goal for Vegas is Akira Schmid. On defense, the pairing of Shea Theodore and Braden McNabb. And up front, Ivan Barbashev, Mark Stone, and Jack Eichel. For the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman getting the start in goal. On defense is Mason Lohrei and Charlie McAvoy. And up front, Morgan Geekie, Elias Lindholm, and David Pasternak.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game are presented by your New England Ford dealers. Tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Walter Markowicz of Nashua, New Hampshire. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Walter wins a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Bruins will be going from left to right here in the first period, wearing the road white sweaters, white helmets, and black pants. Golden Knights in the gold home sweaters as Elias Lindholm stands in against Chelmsford native Jack Eichel for the opening faceoff. And we are underway Bruins will control the puck first. Mason Lohrei sends it up the left wing side, tipped on in deep, and Pasternak chases into the far corner against Braden McNabb. McNabb goes down. Eichel spun the puck around toward the near side boards, and the Golden Knights will carry it out into neutral ice. Across the Boston line, shot around behind Jeremy Swayman, who's given up just a goal in each of his first 2 starts. As Pasternak
on the puck down below the goal line. He's going to move this puck all the way out to the right point around the boards, and it's going to be the shot taken by McAvoy. Just takes it off the boards, quick one-timer. Doesn't dust it off, gets that puck in. And the first shot on Schmid is stopped, but he bobbles it a little bit. And Jeannot, just great body position in front of the net, battling there. He's battling White Cloud for position, finds that puck, locates it, and slams it home.
Second goal in 5 games for Tanner Jeannot.
Good start. That's what they were looking for.
Face-off win by Vegas.
It was right after they gave up the 2-on-1 where Swayman made that save.
Lohrei back to retrieve in his own zone. McAvoy moved it along toward the near wall, but Vegas will keep it deep. Colton Sissons plays it back toward the end boards. Lohrei pushed it up ice. Corrali tried to get it to Viel along the far side. Jeffrey Viel making his season debut. Murat Husnudinov scratched tonight.
Good hit. They got some size on this one.
Yeah. There's Viel on Korzak deep.
Some toughness on it anyways.
Off the near boards, errant pass from Zadorov. It'll be taken over by Lauzon. Vegas getting some changes on here as they drag the puck forward now across the Boston line. Michael Geeky tried to knock it out in midair. Instead, Vegas gets it back. Pass intended for Barbashev. Ricochets into the near corner, and the play was offside.
Yeah, not much. I mean, nothing special on that goal other than, you know, you do things right. You get in on a forecheck, you establish that forecheck, win a battle down low. I don't think Eisman was trying to throw the puck in directly off the boards that way. It looked like he was just trying to center it, and it kind of got deflected, but comes off the boards perfectly to McAvoy. He gets the shot through, and you got Jeannot established position in front of the net.
Face-off will be just outside the Boston line here. Middlestat to take that. Hurdle wins it for Vegas. And puck rattles around the near boards inside the Bruins zone. Peak headed back behind the net to Harris, who lost it in the far corner, but then blocked the centering pass, and the Bruins break out. Arvidsson chips it up the right wing side. White Cloud looking over his shoulder with Zaka bearing down on him. Sends it around the far boards. And now it'll come back to White Cloud to the far circle. Long pass ahead. And a break for Dorofeyev moving in, and he scores. Vegas able to come back quickly, and Dorofeyev one-on-one against Swayman beats him to tie the game at 1.
Yeah, it's neutral zone here, breakdown for the Bruins. And Arvidsson ends up getting isolated as the defenseman here on this line, on this shift, and the pass beats him to Dorofeyev coming down the right wing side. And Dorofeyev's a left shot coming down the right wing. He's going to beat Swayman to the blocker side. I think we'll be seeing Arvidsson playing D anytime soon. But it starts inside Vegas' zone, and then, you know, tough play by the Bruins, breakdown by the Bruins in the neutral zone, which leads to that breakup.
6 goals in 5 games to start the season for Dorofeyev.
He's the one who had the 2-on-1 chance.
Yeah. Had 35 goals last year, besting his previous career high of 13. Bruins will try to answer right back now as Minton pokes one up into the air, settles it down, keeps it moving, and got it in front for a chance right on the doorstep by Jeannot. Pulled to the back of the net by Korzak. Back around toward the near corner it comes. The Bruins will keep alive. Minton sent one through the slot. Nobody there. Asimon picked it up off the carom. He gets it to Minton in front, but that shot gets blocked up and out of play. And we get a little tussle in behind the Vegas net to get things going here. So 2 goals on the board here, and already some nastiness with just over 4 minutes gone.
Lauzon picked up this year as well. Dorzak gave Eastman a pretty good shot, and Janot was right in there in his face. And Lozon is his partner, Korzak's partner. You got to know him pretty well when he was with the Bruins. Good. He's not a kid anymore, but a good kid when he was with the Bruins.
Yeah, 28 years old. He's in his 8th NHL season now. There's a turnaround shot here by Corrali, forcing Schmid to make the save.
He led the league or was close to leading the league in hits last year.
He came over from Nashville, trade over the summer. Chipped up into the air, trying to settle it as he gets it into the attack zone was Reinhart, but Bruins will push it right back out. Corrali to the right side for Kastelik. Kastelik will whip it deep. VL chasing into the far corner, takes his man out. Corrali trying to center for Kastelik. It was on the doorstep. He's able to win a battle and puts a off-balance shot just wide of the near post. On the far side board, Sisson.
Work ethic in that offensive zone has been really good. The forecheck has been good so far to start this game. Still very early, but a couple good chips by those bottom 6 forwards.
We heard Marco Sturm in our pregame interview talk about what the addition of VL would mean to that line. As a shot by Eichel from the right circle is gobbled up by Swayman on the whistle with 14:40 to go in the first.
It makes him a little bit bigger. Just in the sense that, you play a little bit bigger when he's out on the ice. And it's, but he's a hard-working guy. He's got some skill. We saw that in preseason with one of the goals he scored. And he scored some goals in Providence last year, so it's not an isolated, just a guy that drops the gloves, but he can certainly do that as well.
Face off to the left of Jeremy Swayman. 1-1 game here, just over 5 minutes in. Off the draw, Zadorov sent it toward the back of the net. Pasternak's got it near side and sends out into neutral ice. Skipped away from Elias Lindholm. And it'll be brought back toward the Boston zone by Barbashev. Off to the left side for Eichel. Dropped it back for McNabb. His shot redirected into the far corner, and that goes into the netting out of play.
Mark Stone doesn't agree with it.
Bruins were pointing to the net. Vegas thought otherwise.
Stone had a lot of time and space over in that right wing corner as he tracked it down. That's why. Stone could get pretty animated out there, though. He's a fun guy to watch because he's not a fast skater, but it's just how smart he is out there. The plays that he can make with and without the puck.
Yeah, he had 48 assists, career high last year, and 67 points, also a best in his career.
He's had some bad injuries.
Off the face-off, McNabb swings it over to the far side, and a low shot by Theodore is gloved by Swayman, so it'll be another defensive zone face-off. It's good to see how, you mentioned earlier Mitch Marner without a goal in the first 4 games of the season. He certainly has chipped in points-wise. He's got 4 points.
4 assists plus 5.
Yeah. But
and he's being used like over 22 minutes a game.
Face off, controlled by the Golden Knights. Theodore finds his way toward the slot. The shot ricochets wide of the net along the near side boards. McAvoy able to pull it out of the pocket.
Theodore made a nice move out high that time on Zacha.
McAvoy headman pass to Middlestat from the red line, dumps it in. It'll come around the near side boards. Arvidsson takes a hit from McNabb. Heavy hit along the near side boards.
McNabb will throw his weight around. Arvidsson kind of turned at the last second. But McNabb will get his money's worth on physicality.
Vegas regains the puck with Lozon sending it over toward the far side. 13:38 to go first period. Tie game. Dumped in. Swayman reached out behind the net. It ramped up off his stick and went out of play. So we'll take a break here with 13:32 to go in this first period. It's the Bruins 1 and the Golden Knights 1 here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. Because they'll
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
the 3-row Lexus TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Builders, remodelers, and homeowners, listen up. Partner with one of the most trusted, independently owned lumberyards and showrooms around, Cape Cod Lumber and CCL Homescapes. Visit CCL's newly renovated kitchen showroom and get inspired as soon as you walk through the door. Explore the latest trends from the most reliable kitchen cabinet manufacturers in the industry. Check out dozens of color combinations and popular styles in our refreshed showroom in Abington. Visit us online at cclco.com or in person at CCL Homescapes in Abington. CCL, 100% employee-owned and operated.
Hey, it's Beetle from my dealership, 495 Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Lowell, where you'll save thousands on all new Ram light duty, heavy duty, and ProMaster vans. Or choose the lowest lease payments of the year on all Ram trucks. Visit 495ram.com.
Gambling can be addictive, just like alcohol and other drugs. And like with other addictions, help for yourself or a loved one is out there. Call the Massachusetts Problem Gambling Helpline at 800-327-5050.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
We've got another winner in our New England Ford First Five contest. Walter Markowitz of Nashua has won a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. That's because Tanner Jeannot scored his second of the season, just 2:05 into this one. Charlie McAvoy, Mikey Asimont getting the assist. Vegas answered back a minute and a half later. Pavel Dorofeyev getting his sixth of the season already. Mitch Marner and Zach Whitecloud assisting at 3:35. We are tied at 13:32 left in this first period. Face off in the Bruins defensive zone. They set up for Lausanne for a one-timer, blocked by Kastelic. His stick broke. He had to go back and get a new one, but the Bruins get the puck out of the zone. Vegas regrouping in the neutral ice, and stick work by Corrali to knock a pass away. Now off the far boards. Vegas will angle it into the attack zone. Chasing into the near corner. Riley Smith around the far side. VL chops it out. And now a foot race up ice here. Goaltender Schmid came out of the
Would have been
crease to play
icing, but as soon as Schmid came out of his crease and made a move to play that puck, the linesman blew it off. Waved it off.
Borzak standing in front of his own net as his team gets some changes on. Now he'll skate it up toward the blue line. Deals it off toward the right side and ahead for Stone. Just onside as they got it into the Bruins' end. Peak sent it toward the near side, but kept alive here by Vegas. It's coming towards Stone. I'm not sure he expected it as Jordan Harris able to take away. Peak up the left side boards. It's cut off near the red line. McNabb gets it back to Stone and dumps it in. Around the near side it comes to Harris. Brings it back behind the Bruins net. Left it along the end boards for Elias Lindholm, who in turn gives it a Peak. And now Harris in the far corner with some space. And the pass just gets out of the reach of Pasternak and ends up in icing.
He knocked over his stick. It looked like it was right there for him. So that line with, Eichel and Barbashev and Stone going against the Bruins top line, if that's the way that they want to do this. And Theodore and McNabb, the defenseman. Now they change it up after the icing call, though. Vegas does.
Elias Lindholm will take the face-off against Hurdle. Near circle to our left. Face-off win by Hurdle. Gets it back to the blue line. Theodore over to the far circle. And it's Dorofeyev. Down near side, Marner goes back behind the net. Takes it toward the far side, just in front of the goal line. And as he tried to center it, deflected into the air. And Swayman reaches up and stabs it with a glove and gets the whistle.
Yeah, Hurdle won that face-off. This would be a good challenge for somebody like Lindholm, who's been so good in the face-off circle for the Bruins to start this season, because Vegas is a pretty good face-off team themselves.
Just under 71% success rate for Elias Lindholm on the face-offs through the first 4 games. He is 2 out of 4 so far in this first period. Face-off win on the far circle by Minton. Around the near side it comes. Asimon able to seal his man off and help the puck into neutral ice. It'll be brought back ahead by Hutton. He tried to get it deep, and that one cut off by Lori. Nearly lost it, but Bruins regained, but still in their own zone. Jeannot got it to the blue line, but not out. Dorofeyev plays it back down the wall. Lori knocked it free. And it's cleared out for Asimont coming through neutral ice. Directs it on into the Vegas zone. And as he tried to get around his man, looked like he might have gotten clipped with a stick. Vegas will settle the puck in their own end. 11:08 to go here in the first period. Carried up into neutral ice and dumped in by White Cloud. Around the near boards it comes to the Bruins zone. Forced back a little deeper. Zacha back behind the net. Played it toward the corner. Middlestat will come get it. Zacha swings it into the middle for Zadorov, who pivots into neutral ice. Now on the right side, Arvidsson down into the right corner. Zadorov in there deep. Middlestat on the far side. It'll be tapped toward the near corner. Middlestat stays with it. Takes a hit. Jokiharju from the blue line shoots one wide to the short side.
Whether you're putting together a hockey team or Ford's award-winning lineup of SUVs, a great team starts with the right players. Like the iconic Ford Bronco Sport. It not only looks great, but its 4x4 capability means it can handle just about any kind of weather. And the rugged Ford Explorer with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
We've all seen them. Drivers who are looking at their phones. Is there anything more crazy? It's like they're asking to be in an accident. And why are they even on their phones? To find better car insurance? That's easy. Just pull over and talk with an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you benefit from great coverage and great value. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Fans, don't miss the excitement next Tuesday night as the Bruins return home to take on the Florida Panthers at 7:30 at TD Garden. Tickets going fast. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets to lock in your spot and be part of the crowd as the Bees hit the ice. The first game back at TD Garden for Brad Marchand. Bruins will have a face-off coming up in the attack zone here. 9:45 to go in this first period, tied at 1. And off the draw, puck pulled toward the far boards. Corrali gets over there, throws one toward the net. That was blocked. Peak with a drive, knocked down in front. Comes back toward the blue line. Harris shoots it into the near corner. Biel gets in there with a stick, knocks it free. Around the far boards, it'll come to Harris, the left point. Shoots one off the end boards. Biel at the back of the net to Peak at the near point. Now back to Biel. He turns and fires, and that one off of Carlson goes up over the glass out of ice the puck.
Yeah, Wyndham's got his hands full today. I mean, Eichel, he had Hurdle last shift. Eichel wins that one again.
Eichel going to carry it toward the Boston line. Hands off for Stone, a drive. In and out of Swayman's red basket. Stone's got it back along the far side. Try to get it back toward the net. Cut off by Elias Lindholm. Pasternak will bring it through neutral ice. Crisscrossing with Zadorov up at the blue line. Now into the far corner. Geekie. It chopped off his stick. Played back out into neutral. Eichel floats a pass off to the right side. Stone coming down the right circle. And Swayman made a nice pad stop. On the near side wall. Kept in deep by Lozon. Now Geekie will clear. Lindholm trying to settle it in the neutral ice as he and Pasternak were moving forward.
Yeah, Geekie was isolated that time on Stone as the back checker as Vegas came over the line. They started moving to the left and then moved that puck all the way back to the right side.
Here's Hurdle coming down the left wing circle. Goes around behind Swayman's net. Throws it off over to that far side. A shot gets blocked, I think, off of Minton. Lori into the middle for Minton, and he'll just get it out to center ice. Brought right back in by Hutton and rattles around the far boards. Chipped it up into the air, but not out. It'll come back in his direction. Settles it with a glove. And now played into neutral ice, and Minton tried to backhand a pass toward that far side, and it sails up into the seats over by the Vegas bench.
Hard work in the first period. It's been choppy. A lot of whistles, huh, in this first period. You know, Stone gets this pass. It's well executed. Eichel coming over the line, a little backhand flip or a saucer over to Stone in that right side, and it's Geekie on the back check. And he's got the step on Geekie, or half step, and he's going to try to bring the puck strong to the front of the net. And then a couple of guys battling, trying to bang away as that puck was on Swayman's right pad, and eventually ended up in a corner.
Puck played toward the far side, right in front of the Bruins bench, and then Golden Knights are going to get whistled offside as Reinhart got caught on the wrong side of the blue line. So the choppiness continues.
Just whistle-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the game's got a decent flow when it's going.
Yeah, both teams physical, both teams forechecking.
Casey Middlestat waiting to take the face-off. William Karlsson going to stand in against him. Karlsson, one of the originals here in Vegas. Expansion draft of 2017.
So was Riley Smith, but he left for a while and then came back.
Hard to believe it's been that long.
McNabb is the other one, right?
Yeah. Now, hard to believe it's been that long. 2017. Arvidsson will get it deep into Vegas territory. Back of the net, here's White Cloud. Gives it back toward Hutton near side. He'll walk it out toward his own blue line. Pass ahead, deflected ahead by Karlsson. Off of Harris, it was loose on the far side. Smith tried to get it in front. Bruins instead break the other way. Arvidsson sends it off to the left side. Harris jumping up, trying to keep it moving. It'll come back toward him at the top of the circle, and as he tried to get it to Zacha, that's taken away. Karlsson gets the clear. Harris will back up into his own zone to play the puck. 6:45 to go first period in a tie game. McAvoy trying to dump it in. It was blocked by Sissons, delayed offside. Vegas gets the clear instead. Coming forward and just unable to direct that on was Kolasar as the puck came bouncing toward the crease, covered up by Swayman.
Yeah, a few too many chances off the rush for Vegas. The goal.
Well, there'll be a defensive zone face-off here for Swayman. Vegas doesn't seem to be in a hurry making these changes.
Not at all.
Taking their time getting their units out there. Face-off win by Hertl. At the near point, Lozon spins it around behind the net. Out of Hertl's reach, Dorofeyev was there as well. Neither guy could get it. Now it'll come back down low. Dorofeyev toward the far corners, trying to center. And the Bruins had bodies in front. Kastelik and Jokiharju. And, a centering pass that bounces off of Zadorov in on goal.
And off of Zadorov's skate. He tried to block it with his skate and went right on Swayman.
Hertl sends it to the far circle. Taken away there by Viel. Can't get it cleared, though. Loose puck near the high slot. Stumbling after it was Hertl. Crowd looking for a penalty. It won't come. Hertl trying to get it back toward the blue line. Poked along by Marner near side. And Jokiharju will carry the Bruins out into neutral ice all the way to the attacking blue line and rip it around the glass as the Bruins were changing behind the play here. 5:40 to go in the first. Lozon backs it up behind his own net. Korzak goes to get it in the far corner. Geekie comes rushing hard and puts a hit on him. Shot gets blocked in the far circle. Rebounded along to Pasternak near side, and he sends it through the slot. And it will carry him off the boards and all the way back out to neutral ice. Vegas trying to sneak a change as the Bruins come right back. The pass out of Pasternak's reach. And it's Theodore from the far corner for Vegas. Up the far side from McNabb. Tipped on into the Bruins zone. McAvoy comes back just ahead of Barbashev. Slips a check, comes to the near circle. Up off glass and into neutral ice where it's settled down with the glove by McNabb. Theodore at the far circle of his own zone. Beats it out toward his own blue line. Eichel toward the left wing corner against Jeannot. Angled off the near boards back to McNabb, and he fires one right into the glove of Jeremy Swayman for a whistle and a timeout with 4:40 to go here in the first period. Bruins and the Golden Knights tied at 1 here in Vegas on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
The Shaws and Star Market Foundation has teamed up with Andrew Peak for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time he or one of his teammates feeds the puck to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative donate to end hunger in our communities. Since it began, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million nationwide, ensuring neighbors have the nutrition they need to thrive. Here with each assist, the foundation will donate $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank, up to $50,000 to help end hunger. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
Tanner Jeannot's goal, just 2:05 into the first period, is today's electric play delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. The electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order. Vegas would answer that goal back a minute and a half later, so 4:40 remaining here in the first period, and it's a 1-1 game as a faceoff comes up in the defensive zone here for Casey Middlestat. Won by her. Zone. Got our Nesson feed in the booth here, showing number 77 in the house tonight. Raymond Bork as off the face-off, puck thrown toward the net by Hutton, cut off. It'll be cleared. On the near side, puck is dumped in by Hurdle. On the far side circle, take it away, and a chance in front for Hurdle. Swayman got enough of it with his glove as it went up over the crossbar. McAvoy blocks one in front. Arvidsson will take it up the right wing side. Into the middle for Middlestat, but kicked off his leg.
I don't think it was intended for him, though. I think it was intended left wing.
Dumped in by Hutton. Back of the net, stopped by Swayman. Jokiharju from the near circle. To Middlestat up the middle. Try to go right side for Arvidsson. They didn't connect. VL now will get it deep as the Bruins will go and finish a change here with 3:48 to go in the period. Goes on. Got it into neutral ice. Carlson played it to the Boston line, but Jokiharju sent right back out of there. Puck comes back towards Zadorov, and he'll work his way back towards Swayman. Gives it on near side to Jokiharju. Throws it up the right side. VL trying to push it across the line, and does. Kastelik bearing down on Korzak in the near corner. They will tangle for possession. Puck swept back to Jokiharju at the near point. Onto the far side, Zadorov. Shot, score! There were bodies in front, both VL and Kastelik, as that puck looked to redirect, and the Bruins have a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, definitely redirects. Not sure who gets it. It might be VL's goal. Zadorov got the shot through from the point, and VL was in front, but they work hard to get this puck back once the forecheck is established. They rotate it back to Jokiharju. He throws it over to Zadorov, and it's kind of a tough pass for him. He's got a man in his face and throws this puck towards the net. It was hard to tell who got it. No one really acted like they got it. I think VL's acted kind of like he got it, but he's the first guy through the line over towards the bench. The shot was about waist high. Kastelik trying to get a tip on it. VL's reaction, yes, he got it.
So VL scores in his first period on the ice with the Bruins this season. And a 2-1 lead with 3:16 to go in the first. Off the draw, Lori gets it to Geeky, and deep it'll go. Elias Lindholm picks it up off the near wall. To behind the net to Pasternak, trying to wrap it around that far post. It came right through the crease. Lindholm gets it back down low. Pasternak at the left wing circle. Pivots toward the corner, trying to find some space, and got it in front off of Lindholm just wide. Pasternak again at the back of the net. Tried to bring it out in front. Geeky got it back to Lori at the point. On to Elias Lindholm. Right wing side, McAvoy. Trying to dig it out of the corner, poked it along the wall, and it'll be played out to the blue line, but not out. Backhanded by Lori in the far circle to Pasternak, and that was taken by McNabb and thrown back out into the neutral zone. So 2:28 to go in the first. Vegas settles back in their own end here, with the Bruins on top 2-1. Peak. Minton along the near side. Didn't get it moving forward. Vegas will come back in on the attack here. Colasar relieved of the puck behind the Bruins net. Minton lobs it back out into neutral ice. Comes back for Peak. Over to Harris. Back and forth to Peak near side. Knocked away from Minton near the red line. And now played off the near boards by Reinhardt into the Bruins zone, and a race for it in the near corner. Sissons gets to it first. Peak rides him into the wall. Jeannot digs in for it as well. 1:43 to go here in the period. Comes back around behind Swayman. Sissons off the near boards.
Yeah, really good answer by this line. That's the fourth line for Vegas Golden Knights. Now that first shot doesn't get through off the stick of Ben Hutton, but it comes right back to him. He's able to get the second shot through, and it eats Jeremy Swayman up a little bit because his body's in front of the net. He's not able to hang on. The rebound comes out in between the hash marks, and there's Reinhardt to slam it back home. Might have been tipped actually on its way in by Reinhardt and changed direction on Swayman.
So Cole Reinhardt with his first as a Golden Knight. Spent the last 5 seasons with the Senators organization. So a 2-2 game, under 90 seconds to play in the period. As Hurdle stepping in toward the left circle gets a shot blocked out of play.
Watching it again, watching Swayman's reaction, he thinks he might have that puck. And he's actually looking down to his right almost before he realizes the puck had actually gone back into the slot, and he can't recover. I think it was tipped on the way in, changed direction on the way in.
Third start for Jeremy Swayman this year. First time he's allowed more than 1 goal in a game. Minute 18 to go here in the first. 2-2 game. Middlestat stands in against Hurdle on the faceoff, near circle to our left. Casey wins it. Battle for it in the corner, and Middlestat comes in to help that out. Gives to Zaka, cutting through the center ice circle. Across the line. Try to feed it across, and back-checking Marner takes away. Hurdle brings back toward the Boston zone. Dorofeyev toward the slot. Middlestat relieves him of the puck. Off the near wall, though, kept alive by Hutton, who throws one toward the net. Swayman through some traffic, makes the glove stop there. And Zadorov gives Hurdle a couple of shoves at the side of the net.
Marner makes that interception, right in the neutral zone on the back check. You know what his numbers are against the Bruins in his career? This is his 29th game that he's played against the Bruins, regular season in his career. 47 points. Wow, in 29 games against Boston. But he also does so many other things well.
Right.
Defensively, he's always on the right side of the puck. 13 goals and 34 assists. Wow.
Signed a big money deal here. $12 million a year. 8-year deal. Coming over in the offseason, of course, from Toronto. On the far side, board Stone has it chip up into the air and over everybody's head, goes out of play. Faceoff will come back in the Vegas zone with 36.9 to go. Vegas has not been shy about spending
big
money on their top guys. Jack Eichel gets 8-year, $13.5 million a year extension last week.
Bold with trades. Every year seems like somebody new. I mean, this year as a free agent was Marner, but
face off in the offensive zone. Vegas going to win
when
that.
He came in, Eichel when he came in, Hurdle when he came in, Marner now, Pietrangelo.
It's going to be offside here as Stone couldn't quite find the handle, and Barbashev beat him across the blue line. 27.1 to go in the period.
Barbashev was brought in, helped him win a Stanley Cup that year.
Another face-off, this one just in front of the Bruins bench. 27 seconds to go in the period. Off the draw, Lindholm wins it back into his own end. McAvoy gets it from Lorei. Pasternak will help it forward through the neutral ice. Angled back off the far boards, and Pasternak is back here along with McAvoy. Pass off the near side, tipped ahead by Lindholm, goes in on goal. Theodore brings it behind the Vegas net, 8 seconds left. He'll try for one last rush. Eichel from the red line, going to dump one in on goal. Kicked off to the near side by Swayman, and that should do it for period number 1. So an eventful first period, back and forth. Bruins had the lead twice, but 2 fairly quick answers by the Golden Knights. And at the end of 20 minutes, it's Boston 2 and Vegas 2. We'll be back with our first intermission coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor, but try picking your fave from all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Hit 98.5thesportshub.com.
Back here in Las Vegas, Bruins and the Golden Knights tied at 2 at the end of one period. And for our first intermission tonight, we're going to continue our early season division previews. And being here out west, we're going to talk about Vegas's Pacific Division rivals. And we start, of course, with Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers continuing to chase that elusive Stanley Cup.
I think everyone understands the situation this room and this organization is in. We want to win, top to the bottom.
Yeah, and he's all in, right? I mean, he raised some eyebrows the other day with the contract that he signed, but it's a very short contract. In other words, let's make sure that we spend this money in the right places here over the next couple of years. I definitely did you guys a favor by taking what I did and, surround myself and Leon Draisaitl and some of the other stars that they have with the right people to get this job done here in Edmonton. He wants to win in Edmonton, and that's pretty clear, and it has been pretty clear here since the start.
Yeah, so we said when he signed that deal, the clock is ticking now in Edmonton.
So it's this year and 2 more because he signed a 2-year deal, but he had 1 more year left on his contract.
And at $12.5 million per those 2 years. Despite 96 points in the regular season last year, Calgary Flames didn't make the playoffs. Coach Ryan Huska hoping to change that this year.
When you get yourself to the regular season, the guys, there's just a different level, different feel from the players that they understand what's at stake and they want to make sure they get off to a good start.
Yeah, not sure that they're going to be on the
bubble again.
On the bubble, I think. Yeah, I mean, at least on paper, and I could be wrong on that. They made the commitment to Dustin Wolf. Their goaltender was very good last year. I think he was top 5 in rookie balloting, if I'm not mistaken. And so they've got a good one. They believe there in Wolf and net. And the scoring is going to be a little bit by committee. They need guys to pop a little bit more than. A couple of them had disappointing years offensively last season, so they're looking for a little bit more pop offensively.
And Huska got himself an extension to remain behind the bench as well.
And the Rasmus Andersson one is a big one. He's a good defenseman, right shot defenseman. It sounds like he's all but out the door, but he's still playing right now for them. But that sounds like a situation that might have to get rectified before the end of the year.
LA Kings finished second in the Pacific last year with 105 points, then lost to the Oilers in the first round of the playoffs. Head coach Jim Hiller says that success in the regular season last year doesn't guarantee anything this year.
We can't just take for granted that we're just going to be a really tight team and sacrifice and achieve things together. That's a process that takes time to happen.
Yeah, they're a funny team to try to figure out. They're a good team. Kopitar, they're long time leading scorer, everything there for the LA Kings has announced that he's going to retire after this season. So I mean, the clock is ticking a little bit for them because he means so much to them at every zone on the ice and what he's capable of doing. It's a team that they leave you scratching your head once in a while because they are very capable. But they can't get by the Oilers. I think it's 3 years in a row that they've lost to the Oilers, if I'm not mistaken. And that's been their roadblock for them.
Vancouver Canucks, just 1 playoff appearance in the last 5 years. They parted ways with Rick Tocchet, and Canucks GM Patrick Allvin turned things over to first-time head coach Adam Foote.
A little bit more aggressive, more puck hunting, pursuing pucks, and being quicker out of our own end.
Did they part ways with Tocchet, or was it the other way around?
I think he was ready to leave.
Okay. Just wondering. So they're a team right now that they got their goaltender back, and he's played well here so far this season. The one guy that they're trying to get going, and I didn't see if he's got on the score sheet here tonight, is Elias Pettersson. Their first games of the season, he's not on the score sheet, playing about 13 minutes a game. I mean, this is a guy that they've committed long-term to, and he had all kinds of problems, last year trying to get it going. So they need him to get going offensively if they're going to have any opportunity to hang in it long-term.
Seattle Kraken struggled to just 76 points last season. Brandon Montour says expect bigger things from them.
I like how the guys have been, working. The tempo's up, the battle level. I think you're going to get a different brand for sure, and you'll notice that from the start.
We'll see. New coach as well. I heard people talking about them today on the NHL Network. They're just, I don't know what they are. That was kind of their analysis of it, and kind of right. We don't see a lot of them, obviously, because they're all the way out in Seattle, but it's just not sure. They got a new coach this year. They're trying to play a little bit of a new style. They've got some guys who are capable offensively. When they do it by committee. They don't have that big superstar up front. You know, they're hoping that Beniers can maybe become that or somebody else and step into that role, but hoping to get it done by committee for sure.
San Jose Sharks, worst record in the league last year. Ryan Warsofsky, their head coach, hoping to see some early success.
Yeah, a start's critical. We know that. It's, you know, everyone in the meetings know it. Our players aren't stupid. They understand.
And last but not least, the Anaheim Ducks, who last appeared in the playoffs back in 2018. Mason McTavish got a 6-year extension to remain in Anaheim, and he thinks they're headed in the right direction.
You can see the progress in our group every year. It's getting better every year. We're a young team, getting a little bit older, growing up together, and you know I want to be a part of that. And I think we got a great group here, and we can do some damage for sure.
So that's our preview of the Pacific Division. Bruins and the Vegas Golden Knights are tied at 2 at the end of one period of play. And we'll be back to check the out-of-town scoreboard next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Be sure to tune into the Off-Air Show with Felger every Wednesday just after 6 p.m. on the 98.5 The Sports Hub YouTube channel. The Off-Air Show is presented by the original light beer, Miller Lite. Legendary stories and the Off-Air Show start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time.
Builders, remodelers, and homeowners, listen up. Partner with one of the most trusted, independently owned lumberyards and showrooms around, Cape Cod Lumber and CCL Homescapes. Visit CCL's newly renovated kitchen showroom and get inspired as soon as you walk through the door. Explore the latest trends from the most reliable kitchen cabinet manufacturers in the industry. Check out dozens of color combinations and popular styles in our refreshed showroom in Abington. Visit us online at cclco.com or in person at CCL Homescapes in Abington. CCL, 100% employee-owned and operated.
Good for customers, good for communities, good for business. Eastern Bank offers local full-service banking expertise to customers at convenient branches from New Hampshire through Merrimack Valley to the Cape. Powered by a comprehensive range of financial products and services with a long history in the Merrimack Valley, our expert team is ready to help you work toward your financial goals with banking products that fit your life. Make a great choice and join us for good today. Learn more at easternbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Big Jim. It's the spooky season. But you know what's the most frightening? Water in your basement. So call Premier Basement Waterproofing and never be scared again. 844-LIVE-DRY or premierbasement.net. It's game over for water.
Witches Woods is back. New England's premier haunted hayride and Halloween scream park. Featuring 6 fiendishly fun haunted attractions. For more information, visit witcheswoods.com.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
Bruins in Vegas tied at 2 after one period. Quick check of the out-of-town scores from around the NHL. The Toronto Maple Leafs, an overtime game winner tonight, 2-1 over the New York Rangers. Montreal Canadiens also got an overtime game winner as they beat Nashville 3-2. Ottawa Senators collect their second win of the year, a 4-3 shootout victory over the Seattle Kraken. Senators, though, announced today Brady Tkachuk's going to miss 6 to 8 weeks after thumb surgery. Bruins, by the way, play the Senators 3 times before Tkachuk is expected back. New Jersey Devils get a 3-1 win on home ice tonight over the Florida Panthers, who have suddenly lost 3 in a row after winning their first 3 games of the season. Winnipeg Jets, a 5-2 road victory in Philadelphia tonight. The Colorado Avalanche beat the Columbus Blue Jackets by the final score of 4-1. Islanders win at home over the Oilers, 4-2 the final there. Canucks get a 5-3 victory in Dallas over the Stars tonight. 2 other games in progress right now at the end of one period. It's Carolina with a 1-0 lead over Anaheim and the LA Kings at home with a 2-0 lead over Pittsburgh. Bruins and Golden Knights are tied at 2 here in Vegas. We'll have the second period coming up on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Layer on the flavor with the DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Sildana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
The 24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your Boston area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
At Meineke, doing car care right means Meineke certified technicians fix whatever your car needs. They fix it right and back it up with nationwide warranties. Brakes? They do that. Tires? Yep, they do that. Engine repairs, air conditioning, tune-up, suspension, alignments, oil changes. Meineke does it all. See for yourself. Visit Meineke.com today and schedule an appointment. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. Trust your key with Meineke, doing car care right.
Ladies and gentlemen, football fans of Foxborough, are you ready to tackle cyber threats? IntraSystems, New England's leader in cybersecurity solutions, presents the ultimate defensive front against malware, phishing, and cyber blitzes with Barracuda's XDR solution. Barracuda's XDR solution is relentless, fast, and always keeping threats in check. Contact IntraSystems today to protect your business with the champions of cybersecurity. Remember, a good defense wins championships and keeps your data safe. Access Security Trust. IntraSystems.com.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Puck swept back to Yoki Hardy with the near point. Onto the far side, Zadorov. Shot, score! There were bodies in front, both Viel and Kastelik, as that puck looked to redirect, and the Bruins have a 2-1 lead. Bruins 2 and Vegas 2. After one period, we were joined by Jeffrey Viel getting his first appearance in a Bruins uniform during the regular season tonight. Jeff, did you get a piece of that one on its way in?
Yeah, I think so.
They got Zadorov on the score sheet right now, but we'll, I'm sure, take a look at that. Tell me about how that play developed and how you wind up getting the goal.
Yeah, obviously just getting a puck deep, getting a good forecheck, and then hitting our D, and then went to the D and just went to the net and went in.
So you get in after sitting out the first 4 games. What was your focus coming into tonight? What is your kind of mission for Marco Sturm?
Yeah, just to play hard. Just keep my game simple. I think I had a few too many turnovers in this period, but the nerves are gone now. So just gotta be better.
How do you feel like you fit on that line with Kastelik and Corrali?
I mean, I feel great. I think we're just 3 guys that play the same way. We just go and we keep it simple, and I think we've had a couple good forecheck there, so we're just going to try and keep going.
Well, congrats on the goal. We appreciate the time. Good luck in the second.
Thank you.
Thanks to Jeffrey Viel for joining us. He's brought to you by TD Bank. TD card holders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins. That second Bruins goal in the first period is currently reading Nikita Zadorov's first of the year from Jokiharju and Corrali at 16:44. BL says he thinks he got a piece of it. We'll see if that gets updated.
He said he did.
Yeah.
And it's, players know, and he's also the first guy that goes through the line.
You can tell from his reaction.
That's an indication.
Right? Yeah.
The reaction, you hope that they get it right at some point.
So it's a 2-2 game as we start the second period. And the Bruins will be moving from right to left on offense. They get it deep right away. Theodore going to wrap it around the far side. Battle for it along the far wall. Geekie poked it free, gets it back to the point. And they got Lorai centering one into the slot. Tipped by Geekie and ends up going up over the glass out of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention, please? I have a very important announcement to make.
Back and forth first period here.
When we talked about the choppiness of the first period.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 28 faceoffs in the first period. That's a lot.
Yeah. It's about one every 45 seconds or so on average. Face off here in the offensive zone, and Eichel and Lindholm doing battle again. Here's Lindholm. Oh, he had a steal at the top of the circle, and the puck just jumped on him. Now Eichel headed back the other way. Eichel along the right wing side. Stops against Lorai. Plays it around the boards toward the back of the net. Stone able to get to it first. Pass on the far side. Tipped by Pasternak, but kept alive by McNabb. Walks us down the left wing circle and sends one right through the slot. Comes along the near side for Theodore. Back down low. Lorai trying to keep it away from Eichel. Eichel kicked it to his stick, and a centering pass intended for Barbashev gets broken up. And Pasternak's got a puck on his stick as he comes into neutral zone. Knocked away from him, though, by Barbashev, who walks it back across the Boston line. Over to Eichel on the left wing circle. Centering pass off of McAvoy's stick. Goes up off the glass near side. It'll come free toward Lorai, who can't find the handle. Now Geekie bats it out into neutral ice, and Pasternak will chip it in off the far boards and go for a change.
Pasternak had that puck in the neutral zone. It wasn't an odd man rush, so he tried to turn back in the neutral zone and wait for the line change by the Bruins. Ended up getting...
Zadorov would give away on the far circle, and Dorofeyev rocketed one wide of the net.
Yeah, Pasternak turned that puck over, and Bruins had to retreat it back in their own zone. Zadorov, he didn't actually turn that puck over. He had the puck knocked off his stick.
Okay. Neutral ice. And toward the Boston line, taken away by Arvidsson. He'll angle it off the near board. Zaka chasing in against Whitecloud. They collide along the end boards, around the near side circle. Middlestat to Arvidsson. Gives it over to Jokiharju for a drive, and that hits Zaka in front and goes up and out of play. And Pavel is a little gimpy as he gets up.
Yeah, he was in a battle in front of the net that time. And going to try to shake that one off. Yeah, that's a great opportunity. Zadorov goes back. No, you're right. He got bothered a little bit. He tried to make a backhand pass up the boards, and you're right. He put it on right on Dorofeyev's stick.
As Marner was reaching in there with a stick
I don't know if he got bothered there. One the other day he had was a tough one.
Yeah, the one that just kind of slipped away from him when he tried to play it up the boards and realized nobody was there.
No. No, the one he zipped right up the middle.
Oh, that. Puck comes bouncing across in the neutral ice, and Lauzon will dump it in. Far circle. It'll come free. Back to Lauzon in a drive. Blocked. Lauzon's got it back at the blue line.
Yeah, different game on that one.
Thinking of it, yeah. Was that the Blackhawk game I'm thinking of?
It was at home.
Carried along the far side boards. Carlson try to pivot out of the corner and back down low. Harris draped on him. Puck comes behind the net. They give it up to Korzak for a shot, right circle, and pad stopped by Swayman. Jeannot clears the rebound, sends Asimon up the right wing side with some speed, trying to get to the net. But Lauzon able to angle him off, and they go one-on-one along the end boards, and then Riley Smith gets involved. Golden Knights get it back out to center. Dump in by Corrali. Meade watches as the puck comes around behind the net. Pasternak collides with Lauzon on the far side circle. Trying to get it toward the slot, taken away, and out through neutral comes Kolasar. Kolasar sends around behind Swayman. Lorai fires it off the far boards. They get it out toward the red line. VL. And now McAvoy gets it into the Vegas zone. Theodore will play it right back out. 16:25 to go. Second period. It's a 2-2 game. Theodore. Long shot. Goes wide. And will angle out into neutral ice. McNabb will play it back across toward the near side. And back in they come. Stone with a shot. Pad stopped by Swayman. Rebound was there, but Lori just steered it off toward the near side. Bruins will get it out here. McAvoy takes a hit to move that puck out.
Yeah, him and Lori are stuck on the ice right now, though.
Stone in behind the Bruins net. Sends one out through the slot. Taken by Eichel. Deflected and scores. That puck just floated in the air over Swayman's shoulder and in. And Vegas grabs their first lead.
Well, McAvoy tries to throw this puck up the boards. It does not. Nobody's able to handle it for the Bruins and get it deep. The forwards were able to get a couple forwards got to change, but now the Bruins D are stuck out there. And Stone gets to a puck first. He's going to center this puck for Eichel, and it did get partially blocked on the way in, but it just flutters up and over top of the glove hand of Swayman.
5th goal of the season and 10th point in 5 games for Jack Eichel. And so Vegas with a 3-2 lead and 15:46 to play here in the second period. Mentioned Eichel, the contract that he signed last week. Stay here in Vegas long term. After a career year last year, 94 points. On the near side, here's Pasternak. He'll play it across in the Vegas zone. Jokiharju down into the corner, kept it moving around near side. Elias Lindholm back to Zadorov for a drive. Kicked aside toward the near side circle. Geekie to Zadorov. Jokiharju with a right point. Lindholm out near the blue line, turns and fires. That's blocked in front by McNabb. And Zadorov will retreat back toward his own blue line. Pass ahead for Pasternak to Lindholm, moving in right circle. Goes around the net. And a chance in front by Geekie, and Schmid, who was down and out for a moment, got back in there in time, it looked like, to get a piece of that.
I don't know how it didn't go in.
I don't know how either. It looked like he was going to have an empty net to shoot at. On the near boards, Marner will carry out toward the red line and to the blue. And then shoots it around Harris and all the way around behind the net to the far side. Dorofeev in the far corner. Russo on the circle. Marner had a piece of it. You got a whistle coming. High stick, the indication. And the Bruins are going to go short-handed for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Lindholm had that puck in the offensive zone, goes all the way around the net. Looks like he might try to wrap it. Instead, he puts it right in front for Geekie. Somehow that puck stays out. Lindholm's going to be the guy for high sticking going to the box.
So Vegas power play will go to work for the first time that they have taken. Getting a look at the replay. Schmid got over and got a piece of that Geekie shot.
I don't know if he knew where the puck was, but he got a piece of it.
So here's Marner working it up top in the Bruins zone as the power play begins for the Golden Knights. From the near circle, Marner played it for Dorofeev. He'll carry it back out along the wall toward the top of the circle. Untouched pass from Hurdle, looking for Stone in front.
5 forwards on this power play here for Vegas.
Eichel at the top of the left circle. In front. That one hit the post behind Swayman. Dorofeev almost had his second of the night.
Yeah, he's been a threat almost every time he's been out there. I mean, he had that great chance off a turnover.
Eichel carries back into the Boston zone, goes into the far circle, turns with it, gives it up top for Marner. Back to the left circle for Eichel, down low. Centering pass is broken up and will carry him out to center ice. Minute 10 to go in the Vegas power play as they reload quickly. Eichel just inside the Boston blue line. Pass goes down low toward the back of the net. Centering pass, Dorofeev waiting in the back door near circle. Hit the post again, and on the rebound, it's in. The Dorofeev shot didn't go at first, but in the scramble, it winds up in the net. And it looks to be Stone who'll get it. It's a 4-2 Vegas lead.
Yeah, Stone just keeps going and going. I mean, they leave Dorofeyev open a second time. This pass behind everybody. The pass was made by Stone. He hits the post. Swayman made the save, then it went off the post, and it's laying up on Swayman's back. It comes down into the blue paint. McAvoy can't quite clear it, and Stone comes in and jams it home. I mean, they hit the post twice. The second time, Harris trying to locate that puck and pull it out, and Stone comes in from behind Harris and knocks it home. Two almost identical pass shot for Dorofeyev, and he hit the post on both of them. Bruins taking a look at this to make sure there's no goalie interference. I don't think there was, but they get caught. I mean, allowing that backdoor pass twice. He's wide open in the right wing circle. They've been so good killing penalties this year, but
Swayman nearly had that pinned up against the post with his skate. And it just gets in across the line. I don't see where Stone got to stick to that puck. I think Hurdle might end up getting credit for this.
Yeah, you're right. The puck was already in by the time Stone got there. I think it is Hurdle.
So Bruins down 2. They surrender their first power play goal of the year. The Golden Knights are now 5 out of 14.
5 forwards, and they zip the puck around, and they are confident with it.
Here's Lohrei sending a pass up the middle, trying to spring Corrali behind the defense. Puck goes in on net. Schmid will play it around toward the near circle. Biel cut it off of the hash marks, takes a bump from Colasar and moves it around the far side. Corrali tried to get it to McAvoy just out of his reach. Kastelik along the end boards against Lausanne. And then Kastelik goes down, and we got a penalty coming against Vegas.
Yeah, Lausanne will have the holding call.
So 12:44 to play here in the second period. Vegas has opened up a 2-goal lead. Bruins will have a chance to cut into that with the power play when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hey, it's Big Jim. It's the spooky season. But you know what's the most frightening? Water in your basement. So call Premier Basement Waterproofing and never be scared again. 844-LIVE-DRY or PremierBasement.net. It's game over for water.
Looking for the ultimate game day destination? Head to the Bossy Sports Lounge in Natick. Catch every play on dozens of TVs while enjoying craft cocktails, brick oven pizza, and a lively atmosphere. Keep the fun and competition going with shuffleboard showdowns, 6 smart dartboards, or tee it up on the full swing golf simulators. And for the biggest games, step into the Invictus Sports Theater. Plush seating, full food and beverage service, and a massive 12x19 video wall with surround sound that puts you right in the middle of the action. Visit bossy.net to book your experience today.
Hey, it's Hardy. If your attic insulation's outdated, call Revise, a Mass Save partner. They'll do a no-cost home energy assessment, and you could save 75 to 100% on insulation and air sealing. Don't wait. Visit callrevise.com or call 800-885-SAVE.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
12:44 to go, second period. Bruins down 4-2. Jeremy Lausanne goes to the box for holding, so Boston will get its first power play of the night. They do credit Hurdle with the goal, the power play goal for Vegas from Dorofeyev and Stone at 6:35. That coming just about 2.5 minutes after Jack Eichel's 5th of the year from Stone and Barbashev. So we'll see what the Bruins power play unit can do here. Our pregame interview, Marco Sturm said needs to see puck movement be a little faster. This unit's going to have success. They are 2 out of 16 on the man advantage so far this year.
And they came in the first 2 games.
Right. One of them a 5-on-3. Face-off will be in the attack zone. Elias Lindholm stands at the ready. And able to beat Carlson. The puck squirts out of the zone, and McAvoy's going to have to chase it all the way back down toward Jeremy Swayman. Bruins moving right to left here in the second period. Long pass from McAvoy to Pasternak, exploded on him. Goes around behind the Vegas net and cleared up the middle by Whitecloud. McAvoy circles back behind Swayman, and he'll carry toward his own blue line. Now leaves it behind. Zaka, left side, finds Pasternak stepping in across the line. Moves it down into the left wing corner with Whitecloud on his back. McNabb gets involved in the back of the net. Zaka there as well. Now Elias Lindholm trying to dig it free. And the puck will squirt loose to McAvoy. He gets things reset with Geekie on the right wing side. Back up top for McAvoy. To the left circle for Pasternak. Fake the one-timer. Got it in front for Lindholm. And the save made off the redirect. Here's Pasternak again from the left circle with a shot. And he scores! David Pasternak with a power play goal, and the Bruins get back to a one-goal game.
Well, it's good work by the Bruins. You've got 3 against 3, and Vegas even had a 4th guy down there right behind the net. Geekie came in and helped out. They win a battle. They get this puck rotated back out high, and Pasternak gets 2 looks at it from the left wing circle. The first one, he puts it on the tape there for Elias Lindholm. The redirect that's saved by Schmid, but the Bruins track the puck down, get it back over to Pasternak, and it's not a one-timer. He has to take a step to his right to open up the shooting lane, and gets this shot through a couple of bodies and then through the body of Schmid, blocker side and body.
Yeah, Schmid got a little piece of it, but not enough to stop it. So Pasternak gets his second of the season. 4-3 Vegas leads.
Both teams, that's a good answer by the Bruins. Vegas has answered twice in the first period when the Bruins have scored.
That goal comes a minute 40 after Hertl's power play goal. Puck deep here in the attack zone. Kastelik angles it back to Jokiharju. Over to Zadorov. His shot ends up off the backboards. Thrown back to the net by Jokiharju, and that one squeezed by Schmid. 30 total shots on goal in this game. 7 of them have found the back of the net. Vegas with a 16-14 edge and a 4-3 lead on the board.
They've hit 3 posts as well here today.
Yeah. Now face off in the offensive zone. Geekie take this. Middlestat and Arvidsson on the wings. Off the draw, puck is sent up the near side, and Marner going to carry it into the neutral ice and to the Boston line, where he ran into Zadorov. Boston with the puck. Geekie takes it toward the far side and dumps it in. Rattles around toward the near boards, and Marner dropped it back toward the back of the net. Bruins in there deep on the forecheck. Arvidsson, far side, will play it back around toward the near side boards.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a different setup, huh, for the Bruins?
A little bit. Lifted into the Boston zone. Jokiharju tried to get it to Zadorov. Knocked back in his direction. Jokiharju will send it up the far side. Arvidsson tripped up coming out of the zone backward. And here's a chance for Dorofeyev moving in right circle. Backhander turned aside by Swayman. Jokiharju from the far side, hash marks. Deflected puck comes through neutral ice. Right to Arvidsson, a drive. And that one whizzes past Schmid's ears.
A rolling puck.
Eichel carries Vegas back ahead on the right wing side. Goes to stop in the near corner against Lohrei. Lost his edge. Lohrei will play the puck across toward the far side of McAvoy. And from the red line, he gets it deep. Near side, Jeannot to Minton. Around the boards to the far side. Asimont trying to catch up with it. The Golden Knights will get a chance to clear here. Stone at the red line. Softly into the near corner. McAvoy. The back of the net. Battling through a couple of Golden Knights. Able to keep possession. Lohrei to center ice. Sweeps it right side for Asimont. Asimont had it poked off his stick by McNabb. Minton, though, gets over there and makes a play on it.
Asimont knocked McNabb down after he got stripped of the puck.
So Asimont's going to go for cross-checking with 9:34 to play in the second. Vegas will have another power play chance coming up. They lead at 4-3, just past the midway point of this one on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Good news, homeowners. Over the last 5 years, home values have increased more than 40%. Bad news, homeowners. Some of you haven't adjusted your insurance to cover your home's increased value, which means a natural disaster could also be a financial disaster. Relax, people. Talk to an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you have the coverage you need today to ensure a happy tomorrow. Safety insurance will help you manage life storms.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
9:34 remaining in the second period, and Vegas with a 4-3 lead on the Bruins, and the Golden Knights power play coming up as Mikey Eyssimont goes off for cross-checking. Now each team 1 for 1 on the power play so far tonight. And Vegas gets a second opportunity.
Well, they made a fairly easy entry into the zone there by Eichel. And they had 2 plays that were almost identical. Passing it behind the defenseman and too far, Dorofeev's too far away for the forward to come back and get a piece of that. So they have to make some kind of an adjustment, most likely the defenseman, but they're also trying to take away the bumper. So a lot of weapons out there.
Yeah. As you mentioned earlier, 5 forwards on this first power play unit for Vegas. And here's a free puck that comes to Alex Lindholm, and he'll get the clear. He'll jump off the ice as Zacha comes on. Eichel will carry it up toward the attacking blue line. Stone gives it back to him. Near circle, centering pass, bounced off of Hurdle into the far corner, and then he goes down. And it looks like they're going to get Zacha.
Yeah, at least 2 minutes for a high stick here.
So 1:29 to go on the Eyssimont penalty, and now it'll be a 5-on-3 coming here for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, at least 2. We'll see if they give him 4. He's definitely got him in the cheek. You can see it. I'm guessing 4 minutes. Question is, does Hurdle have to come off the ice?
He's over getting looked at.
They didn't blow the whistle because of the injury. They blew the whistle because of the high stick.
Yeah, it is going to be 4 minutes against Zacha for high sticking.
He's coming back out.
So, huge opportunity for Vegas to re-extend the lead.
I don't know what the referees are here looking at, though. Well, they're making sure.
Making sure
that it wasn't friendly fire.
Oh. Yeah, over taking a look at the tablet.
There's no other Vegas player near it, so.
Confirmed 4-minute double minor ice sticking.
Okay.
Yeah, they gotta wait.
Yep. Make sure it wasn't 5. Make sure it wasn't. So, 1:29 to go on what is now a 5-on-3 advantage. 9:03 to go in the period. Face-off in the defensive zone for Corrali. Against Hurdle, off the draw, comes back to Marner, right in front, a chance. Boy, Stone was standing by himself and didn't take the shot, tried to get it over to Hurdle. Couldn't capitalize. Marner now high slot. Planned catch with Eichel on the left side. Dorofeev at the top of the right circle. Get it down low here. Hurdle ready to cross. Swayman with the paddle of the stick made the save. And then the puck goes up off the back glass. Kept alive here. And Marner with a shot that ricochets out of the near corner. And out to the blue line. Chased down by Dorofeyev to keep it in. Marner, center of the blue line. Near side off of Hurdle. Kicks into the corner.
I don't know how Stone missed that.
Eichel. Left wing circle. Stone at the side of the net. Gives back to Eichel. Marner up top. Back to Eichel. One-timer. And Swayman got across to his right to make that stop. Dorofeyev with 35 to go in the two-man advantage. They one-touch it in front again, looking for Stone. That was broken up by McAvoy, who took a tumble. Eichel pivots with it along the end boards. Back to the far circle. Back up top for Marner. Near side Dorofeyev. Fake the one-timer. Goes across to Eichel. Back across near side. Hurdle couldn't get it off in time. Swayman dives on the loose puck.
They zip it around pretty effectively, don't they? Get deep a couple of times. There was a couple real good opportunities. Swayman made a great save on one of them, and then Stone I think he just misfired on the second chance right in front. Yeah. And then Stone's pointing up like it went into the netting. So were the Bruins. Corrali's pointing. They played on. That would have been interesting.
14 seconds left on the Asimont penalty. 2:45 left on the double minor to Zacha. Still a one-goal game.
Yeah, Bruce Cassidy's going to keep the same group out there. When you're out in the offensive zone the entire time, you don't have to regroup at all.
Here's Hurdle from the near circle. Got it over to Stone up top. Again for Marner in the high slot. Gives it off to that left side. Standing at the dot, Eichel at the side of the net. Yeah, forced in front by Stone, but deflected out.
They're trying to go to Dorofeyev in the back door again.
Asimont's out of the box, and he dumps the puck in from the red line and heads for a change. 2:20 to go on the power play, which is again a 5-on-4 now for Vegas. Eichel through the neutral ice. Gives the pass off to the right side for Stone. Carrying it down toward the right wing corner. Goes behind the net to Eichel. Centering pass just missed in front. Loose it comes back toward the blue line and knocked away from Dorofeyev by Kastelik and back through neutral. Dorofeyev going to carry it back in. Deals to Marner stepping in across the Boston line, and he'll set up along the left side. Gives over there at the circle. Eichel takes a look around. Into the middle for Hurdle for Vegas. .6:45 left in the second.
They did a much better job at taking away that backdoor pass. That was just wide open in the first power play they had.
Face off to Swayman's right. Vegas wins that. They'll get things set up. Shot deflected off into the far corner. And a minute and a half to go on the power play as that one cleared off the boards and jumps out of play. So the faceoff's going to come back in the Bruins zone. Boston with Corrali and Minton up front here on the penalty kill. With Zadorov and Jokiharju. And didn't like the way that puck was dropped, so he'll do it again. Corrali and Carlson waiting the drop. They are making sure the time is accurate after the false start on the face-off. It is, and on we go.
Eventually.
Perhaps. They finally do drop it. Stalemate on that face-off. Now pulled back into the corner. Zadorov hammers it around the glass, and it skips through Riley Smith, and Vegas will chase it back to their own zone. 6:20 to go in the period. Minute 15 left on the power play. Golden Knights going from left to right. Carried through neutral ice by Carlson. Skates in across the Boston line. Try to get it to the left side for Barbashev. It was deflected. It does get over to him. Corrali down low here for the Bruins. Puck ricochets off toward the corner. Carlson gets it back toward the point. Theodore back to Carlson. They tap it around. Theodore's got it center of the blue line. Carlson top of the left circle. And quick one-touch passing. Zadorov got in the way of that one in front. Theodore out of the blue line. On to the left side, Barbashev. Got it in front and a chance for Riley Smith. 33 to go in the power play. Sidorov picked up Carlson in the far corner, and nobody was back at the point as Riley Smith tried to get it back to the blue line.
He slammed his stick. I don't know if he was mad or if nobody was back there, or the shot that he had and the opportunity he had from the slot.
There's Eichel kicking one onto his stick as he comes through neutral ice. Able to get through Harris down the right wing circle, goes around behind the net. 9 to go on the power play. As they set up for a one-timer by McNabb, that's blocked, and out comes Jeannot. Skating it near side, he gives it to Kastelik. Top of the circle, shot went wide. Zacha is sprung from the box, and the Bruins get through all that unscathed with 5 minutes to go here in the second. They trail 4-3. White Cloud back behind the net here for the Golden Knights. Puck comes through the neutral zone, trying to jump onto the bench was Peak to avoid that being too many men, and he did. Crowd doesn't necessarily agree. Around the near side, Zacha got it toward the front of the net, but steered right back out of there, and Mason Lohrei comes back to get it in the Boston zone. Lohrei sends it toward the far side. Peak will dump in. Schmid at the back of the net. Hands off. Into the near corner. Lifted up by Sissons. Vegas can't get it cleared, though. Lohrei along the blue line will walk it toward the middle. Now backhands a puck on to Lindholm, who in front just had his backhander redirect line. Peak gathers one in as it comes out toward the red line. Bruins will try to reload quickly. Pasternak moved it down the near corner. Middlestat gets ridden into the corner. 3:50 to go in the period. Puck comes rattling around toward Jokiharju, coming toward the left or right circle rather, but his shot got blocked. Middlestat able to knock it free. Centering pass comes all the way back for Zadorov, and his shot gets blocked. Comes right back to Jokiharju to the far circle, and the one-timer by Middlestat ends up in the near corner. Zadorov to Jokiharju to Pasternak in the left circle, and the stick save made on the one-timer, and the puck will go up and out of play off a deflection. 3:22 to go here in the second period. Vegas can't cash in on a slew of power play time. It's 4-3 Golden Knights here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Whether you're putting together a hockey team or Ford's award-winning lineup of SUVs, a great team starts with the right players. Like the iconic Ford Bronco Sport. It not only looks great, but its 4x4 capability means it can handle just about any kind of weather. And the rugged Ford Explorer, with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
Hey hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at timbertech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
He roofs it top shelf. When the Bruins go top shelf, they go Tito's Handmade Vodka. Award-winning and distilled till it's just right. Tito's, the official vodka of the Boston Bruins. Boston Pregames with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc. Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
3:22 to go here in the second period. Vegas has a 4-3 lead, but the Bruins penalty killers and Jeremy Swayman able to hold up under a lengthy power play chance, including a lengthy 5-on-3 for Vegas.
They made some adjustments 5-on-4, no question about that. The 5-on-3, you know Vegas is going to get their opportunities there. That top unit stayed out there for a long time for Vegas, and you were just pointing out to me during the break, and I kind of realized it, but I didn't realize it was that long.
Mitch Marner was out there for 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Eichel 3:47. Stone 323. As off the attack zone face-off, Geekie fires a shot that's gloved by Schmid.
Yeah, just before the break there, the commercial break, Pastrnak, that was a good shift by the Bruins. They made a couple of changes. Hem Vegas inside their own zone, and the last opportunity came off the stick of David Pastrnak deep in the left wing circle off the pass from Yoki Haru. And you watch it in slow motion, you know, Schmid gets over there, but there's a couple of holes. He just gets it with the blocker.
Off the face-off, puck brought behind the Vegas net around the far side. McAvoy jumps onto it, a centering pass for Geekie, and a penalty coming here against Vegas.
The Bruins have made some changes up front with Middlestat and Arvidsson, and now Geekie going on that line. So they've kind of split Geekie and Pastrnak up.
So Bruins will go to the power play here as Korzak's headed to the box for interference.
It's hockey season, the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
So with 3:10 to go in the second, Bruins 1 for 1 on the power play tonight with a chance to try and tie this game. Kira Schmid ending the start tonight. Adin Hill injured in the first period, finished the first period the other night against Calgary, but Schmid came on and played the last 40 minutes.
Calgary's their next opponent. They're actually here.
Yeah.
Up here in the press box to watch this game.
Yeah, that'll be Saturday night. They came in from Utah last night.
Well, they played Vegas on Tuesday.
In Calgary.
Yeah. Played Utah. They got in. I hate these words, but I'm going to say them. By the time they got de-iced, I can't believe we're saying that already. And Calgary finally got into Utah. It was a late one. They had a back-to-back situation there, and then they came into Vegas late last night after the game in Utah.
Off the draw, here's McAvoy backing toward the near side at the top of the circle. Goes down low to Elias Lindholm. Lindholm in the left wing corner. Takes a look around, brings it to the hash marks. Looking to pass it, now swings it back for McAvoy. Over to Pastrnak, out near the blue line, challenged by Eichel. Gives it to Zacha on the right wing circle. Zacha standing at the hash marks, goes back to Pastrnak for a one-timer, and Eichel blocked that, and he's shaken up. Gets up and is struggling as he heads back to the bench. Pastrnak works it right back into the attack zone, gets across to Geekie on the right side. Geekie peels back toward the blue line, gives to McAvoy, center of the line. On to the right side, Pastrnak at the hash mark. Pasta to Lindholm, and a shot that goes up and out of play. Carlson stepping out to get a piece of that, it appeared.
Yeah, Eichel took that. I couldn't tell exactly where he got it, if he got it in the toe or the foot. Sure acting like that, right? It's a shot by Pastrnak. I got it just above the skate.
He's getting looked at over on the Vegas bench right now, and in pretty significant amount of pain, it looks like. A minute 9 to go on the Bruins power play. 2:18 to go here in the period. Zacha wins the face-off back to McAvoy. Walks it along the blue line. Trying to shoot. Blocked by Stone. And Stone scrambles to the puck and gets it cleared. McAvoy's got it back on his stick near his own blue line. Hands off for Zacha. Zacha whips a pass to the right side for Geekie, and he tried to play it back toward the blue line, but nobody there yet. McAvoy has to come back to get it in his own end with 43 seconds to go in the power play. Pastrnak gains entry. Hands to McAvoy, center of the blue line, onto the right side. Crossing pass, Middlestat looking for Pastrnak. It's picked off, and Carlson coming ahead. He's got Stone, shoots and scores. Not sure if that first shot went in and out or not, but it sat down in the crease, and they made sure it went in, and a shorthanded goal.
The net. Nice pass from Carlson to Stone. First shot hits the post, and Carlson continues on and gets the rebound.
So Carlson with the shorthanded goal, and a minute 36 to go in the second. It's a 2-goal Vegas cushion. 27 seconds still to go in the Bruins power play. Marner forces one forward into the Bruins zone here, and Lori turns with it along the near circle. This is going to carry it ahead to the red line, across the blue, but his pass disrupted by Sissons, and that'll get shot all the way back down to Swayman. Middlestat with 6 to go in the man advantage. Leaves it behind in the defensive zone. Arvidsson gives it back to him, cutting up the left side. Try to pass it back toward Jokiharju, broken up. And out of the box, Korzak's got a breakaway moving in. And Swayman gets a piece of it, forced it up over the net. Middlestat gets the pass from Arvidsson and regains the attack zone as the Golden Knights are at full strength, under a minute to play in the period. Theodore from the far circle of the Vegas zone. Sent one into neutral ice. Comes free towards Zadorov. Corrali will dump in from the red line. All the way around the near side boards it comes. Castellic along the wall. Top free to White Cloud. Chased by Corrali. Neutral ice. Turnover forced. And sent back in deep. Around it comes near side, and Pete going to hold that in, but tough angle off the near boards. Vegas going to work their way right back ahead as Hurdle has it poked away by Zadorov, and then Hurdle put to the boards by Zadorov behind the net. Stays with a play. Pass off a skate. Kicked on near side for Dorofeev. Final second of the period, and trying to get it out in front for one last chance was Hurdle. And that was denied. So Vegas with 3 goals. 1 on the power play and 1 shorthanded in that second period to the Bruins' 1 power play goal. And it's the Golden Knights with a 5-3 lead at the end of 2 periods. And we'll be back to dissect the first 40 minutes next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot or a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor, but try picking your fave from all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
This is New England Patriots quarterback Josh Dobbs, and Autodesk is the official design and make platform of the New England Patriots. Autodesk is all around us, including here at Gillette Stadium. What fans might not know is that stadiums, buildings, and the new Patriots Training Center were built with the help of Autodesk Construction Cloud software. Autodesk helps the Patriots and the Craft Group bring their construction vision to life.
Autodesk, changing how the world is designed and made. Visit Autodesk.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Ladies and gentlemen, football fans of Foxborough, are you ready to tackle cyber threats? IntraSystems, New England's leader in cybersecurity solutions, presents the ultimate defensive front against malware, phishing, and cyber blitzes with Barracuda's XDR solution. Barracuda's XDR solution is relentless, fast, and always keeping threats in check. Contact IntraSystems today to protect your business with the champions of cybersecurity. Remember, a good defense wins championships and keeps your data safe. Access Security Trust. IntraSystems.com.
Feeding the Puck for Families is proudly presented by the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation. With every assist, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate funds to the Greater Boston Food Bank to end hunger here in our local communities. Up to $50,000. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Michael just inside the Boston blue line. Pass goes down low toward the back of the net. Centering pass, Dorofeyev waiting in the back door near circle, hit the post again, and on the rebound, it's in. The Dorofeyev shot didn't go at first, but in the scramble, it winds up in the net, and it looks to be Stone who'll get it. It's a 4-2 Vegas lead. It turned out it was actually Hertl who got the touch on that, so he gets credit for the power play goal. And Vegas has a 5-3 lead at the end of 2 periods here tonight. Joined alongside Bob Beers, Ryan Johnston. Great to have you with us late wherever you are on the East Coast. And, we talked with Marco Sturm in the pregame today. He talked about how the special teams were going to be a big factor in this game, and they certainly have been to this point. Vegas, power play goal and a shorthanded goal in that second period.
Yeah, the shorthander's a killer. I mean, it's just... and the first power play goal, they never really got Dorofeyev figured out. The backdoor pass, he was wide open twice, and it was almost identical plays. One of them stayed out, the other one goes in, with Hertl going to the net and jamming it home. But they had to make an adjustment. They did on the next 5-on-4 that they had. They also had to call up a 5-on-3, so they got through that. I mean, they could have been 3 down, right? You got through that. You're able to battle back. You get a power play goal of your own. Now you go on the power play late in the period, and you allow the shorthanded goal. And then now you got a bigger hill to climb here, down 2 goals going into the third. You survived the 5-on-3. That's the way I kind of put it. You did a pretty good job, but you survived it. There was some great looks, some great opportunities for Vegas with that man advantage. And, it was a long one as well. The Bruins were able to get through that. But they made some changes in personnel in that period. They split up Geekie and Pasternak's line. They started on the same line, and as that period went on, and I think it was by design. I don't think it was because of the penalties or anything. I think it was by design. They made a couple of changes there. So see what they do here in the third. You battle to get that thing to within 1 goal late in the period. You've got an opportunity with the man advantage, and you give up the shorthander. And, they're trying to make the pass through the seam over to Pastrnak. It's a great read from Stone. He's one of the smartest players in the league still, and he makes that good read. And then he's deceiving. He's not the fastest guy, but he moves that puck when he should move it over to Karlsson. He gets the step on Pastrnak, and Pastrnak can't catch him to get the angle on him either. And then it's a nice pass from Karlsson to Stone. Thought he scored it initially, but no, it went off the post, and Karlsson continued on. You get the rebound chance. So, I mean, I don't know how many posts they've hit in this game. They've been all around it, yeah. And Swayman's been under siege, and it's just been, he got a piece of both of the Dorofeyev shots. He got a piece of both of them, but they just grazed off his shoulder, then off the post. One of them rolled down his back, and the other one was just loose in the crease area there, and he almost kept it out with his right leg before, as Hertl came in. But, it just, right now, I think that the effort has certainly been there, but again, and there's been some undisciplined, and when I mean undisciplined, it's position-wise, it's not penalty-wise, tough call on Zacha. It happens sometimes. You get that stick up.
Right.
They've had a couple of high sticking penalties here in this game. 3 of them if you count the double minor, right? So it a little careless with it, but also a little bit of bad luck that those sticks get up in those situations. If it happens over and over and over again, then you've got a pattern and you've got to get out in front of it. But I look at the effort. I look at some of the forecheck. The bottom 6 forwards have worked their butt off in that offensive zone. I just think that there's been a couple of reads defensively that have cost them here in this one.
Yeah, I mean, just
with and without the puck.
You mentioned it right off the top there. Kind of the momentum killer of you killed off. It was 4 minutes and 31 seconds of straight power play time.
Yeah.
Consecutive power play time. The top unit was out there for almost the entire thing for Vegas, and they were in the offensive zone for almost the entire thing, including a minute and 29 5-on-3 time. You kill all that off, and then you get a power play coming out of that, and you feel like now you have a chance to tie the game, and instead Vegas gets the shorty to go up 2.
Yeah, it's, like I said, Stone makes the great read.
Yeah.
Right? It's a pass from that right wing circle. Pastrnak was also close the shift before to tying the game. You know, that one timer that he had from the left wing circle, but you know, he popped out a little bit on that one towards the top of the circle, and the pass across. Now he's from a standstill trying to catch up with Stone off the rush, and you know, he just can't do it. Stone had already had that momentum moving forward.
So 5-3, Vegas leads it at the end of 2. The goal scoring for Boston, Tanner Jeannot, 2:05 in the first period from McAvoy and Asamont at 16:44. They got another one to go up 2-1 at that point. Zadorov has been credited with that goal, although Jeffrey Viel told us he thought he had a piece of it on his way in. Jokiharju and Corrali given the assists on that at this point. And then after Vegas built themselves a 4-2 lead in the second, David Pasternak with a power play goal from Geekie and Lindholm at 8:15. Cut it back to 4-3 before Carlson's shorthanded goal. Time now for our Music of the Game, brought to you by Live Nation. Bryan Adams' Roll with the Punches Tour, a night full of hits, live at TD Garden October 26th with special guests Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Get tickets now at livenation.com. We'll check the out-of-town scores next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hey, this October, eliminate chili drafts for good with Window Nation. Right now, when you buy 2 replacement windows, you'll get 2 for free, plus pay nothing for 2 whole years. But you have to hurry. The sale ends October 31st. Schedule your free estimate now at windownation.com.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Matthew Slater. I didn't earn my team's trust on game day. I earned it in every rep. And that's how Ira does it, too. They show up for you every time with respect, honesty, and an expert team ready at every turn. No pressure, no runaround, just real help. Because Ira's playbook is about people, not plays. I love Ira because they've earned my trust mile after mile.
Visit your local Ira dealership today or visit us online at iracars.com.
Blue Chew is the first chewables that give you confidence in the bedroom. Go to BlueChew.com today, enter the promo code HUB to get your first month free. Just pay $5 shipping.
Whether I'm heading to a game, the airport, or out with friends, to get where I need to be in comfort and style, I rely on the pros at A-Plus Coach. Anthony and his team at A-Plus Coach offer world-class personal transportation services with the best fleet of luxury vehicles anywhere in Massachusetts, all at an affordable price. Next time you're heading to a game, heading to Logan like I do, or heading to Boston for a night out, leave the driving to A-Plus Coach. For reservations and more, visit apluscoach.com or call 781-THE-LIMO. That's apluscoach.com or 781-THE-LIMO. And to get the best rate, tell them so sent you.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Looking for things to do this fall? There's tons of things to do when you hop on board the commuter rail. What, you don't believe me? Just visit massbytrain.com/things to do to see fun fall trip ideas on every commuter rail line. Head to a brewery, go on a hike, to a fall festival, or to the garden for a game. And nothing is scarier in October than traffic to Salem. So if you're heading to the Witch City, enjoy extra weekend service to and from Salem all October for haunted happenings. Ooh. Ride with $10 weekends. Plus, kids 11 and under always ride free. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
Listen every Monday and Friday to Read and React on Solak and Bertrand, presented by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning. On call 24 hours a day. John Sewer is ready to react to any clogged drain emergency. Their name to know when the drains don't flow. John Sewer. We get the job done.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Welcome back here. Second intermission continues in Vegas with the Vegas Golden Knights leading the Bruins by the score of 5-3. We take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Finals from around the NHL. In overtime, Toronto gets a 2-1 win over the Rangers. Also in overtime, it was Montreal 3 and Nashville 2. Shootouts, Ottawa Senators 4-3 winners over the Seattle Kraken. New Jersey beats Florida by the score of 3-1. Winnipeg over Philadelphia 5-2. Colorado continues to roll 4-1 winners over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Islanders get their first win of the season 4-2 over the Edmonton Oilers. Vancouver 5-2 winners over Dallas. Games in progress. Third period, Carolina has a 2-1 lead over Anaheim. And also in the third period, it's Pittsburgh 2 and the Los Angeles Kings 2. Here in Vegas, Vegas leading the Bruins by the score of 5-3. We'll have the third period action next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Face-Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face-Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face-Off Inside the NHL. Watch now, only on Prime Video.
Do you ever scream at your screen when your 5G internet freezes? It's the worst. So why not switch to Astound? Wi-Fi that just works. With Astound Wi-Fi, you'll rage less, buffer less, and live more. Get Wi-Fi starting at just $25 a month, and for a limited time, get up to a $300 Amazon gift card. Astound Wi-Fi, it just works. Visit astound.com today.
Good for customers, good for communities, good for business. Eastern Bank offers local full-service banking expertise to customers at convenient branches, from New Hampshire through Merrimack Valley to the Cape. Powered by a comprehensive range of financial products and services with a long history in the Merrimack Valley, our expert team is ready to help you work toward your financial goals with banking products that fit your life. Make a great choice and join us for good today. Learn more at easternbank.com, member FDIC.
When it comes to protecting homes, shortcuts fail. That's why pros have trusted AZEK Exteriors Trim and Siding, the MVP of exterior protection for 25 years. Built to last and proven in the toughest Northeast weather conditions, AZEK doesn't just look good, it performs under pressure. Cheap overseas-made imitators? They might look similar until they fail, and the builder's reputations and the homeowner's wallet take the hit. Trim matters, so don't cut corners. Do it right. Use AZEK Trim. Made in America. Visit azekexteriors.com.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire. This is Boston's home for sports.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, The Sports Hub. Station.
It's time for This Date in Bruins History, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
So the Bruins with Savard along with Sturm and Ryder up front. Savard feeds it in front, score! That one in off Romada on the doorstep. Ryder coming over the line left side, cuts across the high slot into the right wing circle. Savard a drive and he scores! And it's a shutout for Tim Thomas as the Bruins win it in Dallas tonight by a final of 3-0.
And tonight's black and gold flashback, appropriately enough, featuring our old friend Dave Gosher, who, of course, now the TV voice of these Vegas Golden Knights. That takes us back to 2009 on this date. Mark Savard scoring twice. Tim Thomas stopped all 27 Dallas shots he faced in a 3-0 shutout win over the Stars in the Bruins' first road game of that season. Well, fans, Bruins Authentics is dropping game-used goal pucks from the 2025-26 preseason coming up tomorrow, October 17th at 10 a.m. Visit BruinsAuthentics.com to sign up for the Authentics newsletter and be the first to hear about the latest memorabilia drops throughout the season. 5-3 Vegas leads as we get ready to start the third period. Teams will be at full strength as they come out to restart this one. Road trip continues Saturday night against the Colorado Avalanche. Pregame coverage across the network, 8:30 Eastern time with the drop of the puck at 9. And then it will be right on to Salt Lake City for first meeting of the year between the Bruins and the Utah Mammoth on Sunday. That is a 7 o'clock Eastern time start, 5 o'clock Mountain.
Yeah, Colorado winning today. They go to 4-0-1 on the season. And they won their game 4-1 today. So 17 goals for, 9 against in their first 5 games.
Before they line up for the opening drop of the face-off here to start the third period. 5-man unit for the Bruins with a little meeting near their own blue line. Be Saka between Lindholm and Pasternak. With Lohrei and McAvoy.
Good to see Eichel back out. He took that shot off the leg or ankle or wherever it was, and the shot from Pasternak. In a lot of pain going over the bench for a while there, but back out to start the third.
Bruins going from left to right here in the third period. McAvoy's pass on the near boards was taken away.
Eichel was behind everybody.
He was. Barbashev's pass just missed him. McAvoy's got it behind the Bruins net to the near side for Zacha, just outside the blue line. He got tangled with Stone. Barbashev going to carry it back in across the Boston line. Deals off of the trailer. Theodore to the far circle, took the shot. Raymond, I think, got a piece of that, forced it wide to the short side. Barbashev got it back down low. Centering pass was deflected by Lindholm, but still got onto Stone. Lindholm will play it into the middle and to the far side. Cross-ice pass knocked out of the air by Pasternak. Stone's got it right back in on the attack here for the Golden Knights. Eichel in the near corner. Sends it back to the point, and a drive by Hutton. Save made. Stone got wiped out in front. Penalty coming.
Maybe a high stick on McAvoy now. If McAvoy doesn't take him down, Stone's got a goal.
Stone talking with the official. McAvoy talking with Stone.
I mean, yeah, it's another high sticking penalty. If it doesn't take him down, it's a goal.
Right. So just 1:02 into this third period. It'll be a minor for high sticking. Vegas will get their 5th power play chance of the game.
Start off with a shooting gallery here for
face-off will be to the right of Jeremy Swayman.
Yeah, Swayman had that puck for a split second. Stone pulled it off of his pad and was just trying to bring it to his forehand to tap it home.
Astolik would take the defensive zone face-off. Hurdle wins the draw. Marner gave it up and got it back. Gives it to Eichel, left circle. Back to Marner again at the point. Here's Stone stepping to the front of the net. Swayman stayed with him, made the left pad save. Now a chance for Dorofeyev from the far circle, and that one just missed the net. Ricochets off the glass. Back toward Marner. Oh, man, Hurdle with a backhanded pass. Nearly had Stone open on the far side of the net. Marner, center blue line.
Might have to kill this whole penalty with McAvoy in the box.
Well, here's a gift as Zadorov gets handed the puck.
No, they're not. They're going to make a change here.
By Hurdle. Sends it all the way down.
Harris and Jokiharju.
Marner from his own blue line will drop it back to a cutting Eichel. Eichel with speed through neutral ice, gets to the blue line, gets bumped off stride by Jeannot. Harris wrapped it around near side, and Jokiharju gets the clear up the near boards. Halfway through the McAvoy penalty, just over 2 minutes into this third period. Vegas up 5-3. Marner coming through neutral ice. Minton wouldn't let a pass get through. Marner, second try, goes to the right side, finds Carlson stepping to the front of the net, and he scores. Carlson just walked right to the front of the crease, able to slip it around Swayman, and a power play goal makes it 6-3 Vegas.
Yeah, it's just a power move. You know, with everything snuffed out in the neutral zone, Minton had blocked that attempted pass from Marner, but then they turned the puck back over, and a miscommunication a little bit there from Harris and Jeannot. And Carlson is isolated on Jeannot, coming down the right side, just attacks the net. Nobody comes to him in front. And he just walks right to the front on his forehand and slides it past the right pad. It was not played well at all defensively.
So Carlson gets his second of the season, second of the game. And it's a 6-3 deficit now for the Bruins. 17.5 minutes to go. Deep it comes into Vegas territory and around near side, out to neutral ice. Lori going to backhand it right back in. Arvidsson chasing toward the end boards. Ozan gets it to the far side. Here comes Carlson up the right side. Across the Boston line, moving toward the high slot. Took the shot, save made by Swayman, rebound. Scooped up by Lori. Headmans it along to Geekie. Geekie steps into the Vegas zone from the near circle. Whipped one through the slot, untouched. Taken off the far wall. Pasternak bringing back toward the near side circle. Tried to throw it to the net. Ticked back toward the near side. Middlestat to Pasternak, one-timer. And Schmid got a piece of that with Geekie in his face. Gorov lost it back outside the blue line and sent it back in offside.
You know, it's not all on them, but you miss a guy like Lindholm, and then you put yourself in the box, and especially if McAvoy has to go in the box. You're asking Harris and Jokiharju to kill. They're not normal killers for you. If you've got everybody healthy, Harris been asked to do that a little bit here with the injury at Lindholm. Jokiharju normally doesn't kill. Mason Lori never kills.
Right.
So if McAvoy goes in the box, I said they might have to have Peak and Zadorov out there the whole time. I was actually surprised they went off.
Just about 3.5 minutes into this third period now. Lindholm will take this face-off just outside the Vegas blue line. And Zaka and Pasternak out there with him up front. Puck carried up across the Boston line here by Reinhart. Pivots back out of the corner. Theodore at the right point will send it around the board. Coming down into the corner was McNabb. On the end wall, Zadorov able to reach it in and grab that puck as it came out toward the front of the net. Sends Pasternak up the right side. Pass back across looking for Zaka. Couldn't knock it out of the air. He and Theodore into the corner. Centering pass by Pasternak comes free to Harris and a shot. Save made by Schmid, who's down. And somewhere underneath him is that puck.
Good opportunity for Harris. Jumping into the hole. Gets to the top of the left wing circle. Gets that pass from David Pasternak. And
Rally will take this draw in the offensive zone. And he wins it. Kastelik shoots and scores! Rang it in off the post, glove side, and the Bruins cut it back to a 6-4 game.
We saw Geekie score on a very similar play the other day, right? If you get the face-off win right behind the centerman and step to the middle. That was Corrali, I believe, winning the draw there. And Kastelik's going to come off the wall, pick up this puck, gets a little pick by VL, and allows him to take that extra step. VL steps in front of his man. That's Marner, and that allows the shooting lane. A good shot by Kastelik.
His second of the year. And so the Bruins back within 2, 15:55 left. Loose puck at center ice, Corrali. Over by the Vegas bench. Corrali takes a tumble over there. Marner trying to pull the puck free, does, back into his own zone. And the Golden Knights will come forward. Chip down the right wing wall and for the end boards. Peak. Corrali off the far wall. Can't get it out. Blocked off into the far corner by VL. And a shot by Whitecloud. Now he gets it back. Whitecloud, that shot. Blocked by Peak in front. He's shaken up as he heads back to the bench. Lori gloves one down near the red line. Right side, the pass comes to Tanner Jeannot. Minton slips a check along the end boards. Plays it off the far wall back to Lori for a drive. That one redirected off toward the near circle, and the Golden Knights will get it out. Lori at center ice settles it. Right side to Asimon, right back into the attack zone. Got a shot in! He scores! Schmid got a piece of that with a stick, but it found its way through the 5-hole. And the Bruins are back within 1 with 14:48 to go.
Wild sequence right here, right? Eastmont, I think he surprised Smith. Smith made a great save on Harris just a couple minutes ago, but this one, Lorite knocks it down. Was going to dump it in. Alexa go over to the right wing to Eastmont, and Eastmont takes one quick step to the middle. It's not a hard shot. You know, McNabb is the guy that's back, but kind of uses him as a screen, surprises Schmid, and gets his puck right on him. And it's just a bad goal. 5-0.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Clogged drain never happens at a good time. John Stewart Drain Cleaning with locations in Woburn and Norwood and a team of over 70 technicians on the road daily will solve your clogged drain problem fast. John Stewart Drain Cleaning, on call since 1976. Visit johnstewart.com.
We get the job done.
Patriots football is heard live on the Sports Hub. Tune in every game day for the Patriots starting lineups presented by the McGovern Auto Group, the official automotive partner of the New England Patriots. With 35 locations, 25 different automotive brands, and over 9,000 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. Start your car shopping today at McGovernAuto.com.
You feel that? That's not game day jitters. That's a rodent returning a kick through your garage. Spiders, they're running routes across your ceiling. And stink bugs, they've formed a huddle in your windowsill. Bad defense loses games, but bad pest control, that loses your home. Call Burgess Pest, my go-to for years. Burgess Pest is local, fast, and they play to win with year-round coverages starting at $39 a month. With nearly 100 years of experience, Burgess Pest is family-owned right here in our own backyard. Mice, spiders, stink bugs, gone. BurgessPest.com. Built for New England, built to stop pests.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Bruins trail 6-5, 12:07 to go in the third period. On those 5 goals, 8 assists tonight for the Bruins. With those feeds, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation has donated $800 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about feeding the puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Attack zone faceoff coming up for Elias Lindholm. Near circle down to our right. And off the draw, puck comes toward the near side. Pasternak helps to free it up. Lindholm got it back to Jokiharju. Zadorov's pass gets redirected around behind the net. Zaka goes in there against McNabb. Up the near side, Lindholm keeps it alive. Here's Pasternak backhanding it over to Zadorov. Stepping in left circle for the shot. Schmid knocked it down and then covered it up.
Good shift in the offensive zone. You know, Pasternak and Lindholm battle to keep that puck alive off the faceoff. All of a sudden, you have possession inside that offensive zone. And results with Zadorov getting a pretty good opportunity from... He's outside the dot in the left wing circle, but Schmid has a pretty good look at it.
And Zadorov credited with his first of the year in the first period. As a face-off controlled by the Golden Knights. They're out through the neutral zone. Jokiharju got it back towards center. Lindholm trying to move it forward, but McNabb was in the way. Eichel pivots away from Pasternak in the Vegas zone. Through the red line and up the left side, he comes into the Boston end. Centering pass sends Zadorov reaching in with his stick as Stone was right in front. Jokiharju will play it across for Zadorov.
Stone a little shaken up.
And I'm going to blow the play dead here. Stone being helped over to the bench by the referee. Sure, he's got blood coming from the mouth.
From the nose, yeah. Oh, he ran into the boards himself.
Oh, he kind of toe-picked and went face first into the boards in the corner.
Yeah, the puck got from him and Zadorov in front of the net, and as he was going towards the corner, you said it, he toe-picked and went face first into the boards.
He's getting some attention over on the bench. 11:14 to go here in the third period. Face off in the offensive zone for the Bruins. And Corrali's going to take that. And he'll get kicked out of the circle. So Biel's going to get in there instead. And Golden Knights control. Around the boards, it comes to the near side. Corrali went crashing in along the near side against Lausanne. Corrali with a bouncing puck coming in his way. Tried to fire it in front, but bounced past him. Lohrei back toward McAvoy, and Charlie, as he tried to stop that puck, had to jump off his stick up over the glass near side and out of play.
Yeah, Lohrei just let him a little bit too much. He had a lot of time and space on that right side. If he can catch him with that pass. I'm going to take Stone down in the locker room. I don't know if that's concussion protocol or concussion spotter, or try to get the blood stopped, the bleeding stopped, I should say. I was thinking, I'm looking at him over there. I'm wondering if concussion spotter calls that down.
Off the face-off, Corrali back toward McAvoy. It got through him, and McAvoy able to tie up Dorofeyev, keep him from getting a breakaway. But now here's Hertl moving in, runs into Swayman.
They're going to call him for goal
who made the save, and Kastelik, who was coming back defensively on that play, as the net dislodged.
Yeah, he ran right into him. They're going to call him for goalie interference. The arm went straight up. That puck just hops over McAvoy's stick. Thought he might get an interference penalty there for holding Dorofeyev up, and Hertl makes a couple deeks and just runs right over Swayman.
Swayman up and skating around, flexing both legs. Goaltender interference against Hertl will put the Bruins on the power play, down one with 10:46 to go.
Yeah, I think this has to be called. I mean, he's in the crease. Hertl's trying to make a deke on him, obviously,
right,
but he runs him right over.
Yeah, nobody pushed him in or anything. Swayman not only gets the hit from the front from Hertl, but ended up getting pushed back into the post and dislodged the net.
That was awkward. His leg was caught underneath him there.
The officials look like there's a chunk of ice got taken out from right in front of the crease there. So they're tending to that.
While they're tending to that, before the Bruins power play, Advanced Hockey seasons the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
And we're going to have a delay here as a member of the ice crew is going to come out, a couple of members, and try and take care of that.
Here's my common sense for the day.
Why not take the break? The right media break. You're only 46 seconds away from it anyway. But common sense does not necessarily rule the day. So we mentioned it off the top. Well, we have a second here while they fix this. Mentioned it off the top. We haven't really got a chance to talk about it. Vegas Golden Knights today announced they have signed Carter Hart, former Philadelphia Flyers goaltender, who was caught up in the sexual assault allegations against 5 members of Hockey Canada. Hadn't played in the league in close to 2 years. He's signed with the team today. He's eligible to play in the AHL starting November 15th and eligible to play in the NHL starting December 1st.
It's a big one. He was the #1 goalie for Philadelphia. Philadelphia thought they had their guy until all this kind of went down, and he told the Flyers, though, he wanted a fresh start. He didn't want to sign with them. The Flyers showed interest, but he said he wanted a fresh start. The rumors were it was either here or Carolina, and ultimately he chose the Vegas Golden Knights. He was here today, I believe, for the first time, and meeting everybody, getting shown around, and I mean that's mentally that had to be, found innocent, but mentally it had to get reinstatement by the league. The players did.
Right.
I believe he's the first to sign, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. And the Golden Knights actually put out a statement this morning saying that Hart will be joining the organization, that they are aligned with the process and assessment by the NHL and the Players Association in the decision, and they remain committed to the core values that have defined the organization from its inception and expect that our players will continue to meet those standards moving forward. So he will be, at some point, you'd think one of the two goaltenders for this Vegas Golden Knights team, as Pasternak gets off a shot as we resume play, and it's glove stopped by Schmid.
He talked about, he said he's skating with, he was Edmonton players in the offseason, and then the season starts, so he mostly just, he said there's some shooters around, it's mostly just with my goalie coach. Hard to simulate what he's going to find out now.
Right.
To simulate, getting back into NHL action after all the time he's missed. But still very young. Like I say, he was the #1 goalie for the Flyers.
Minute 54 to go on the power play here for the Bruins as Vegas gets a quick clear. McAvoy will come back in the Bruins zone down to our left. 10.5 to go in this one. Bruins down 6-5 here on the road. McAvoy drops it for Zacha to Pasternak on the left side. The battle through Stone got tripped up. Had gone to the room for some quick repairs. Lindholm, near side circle, skates it into the corner. Gives it back to McAvoy at the right point. On to Geekie right circle, sends one all the way across. Pasternak in front looking for Lindholm. That one blocked away. Eichel's got it. He'll play around McAvoy. Geekie coming back. Eichel drags it in front with a backhand. And the save by Swayman to avoid a second shorthanded goal tonight for the Golden Knights. Pasternak will get it back to the attacking blue line, but his pass is picked off, and Eichel will sweep it back down towards Swayman.
That foot's doing all right, huh, for Jack Eichel?
Yeah.
He got a burst of speed to get past McAvoy, and then Geekie came over to try to take it away from him, and he dragged that puck nicely.
Eichel was hobbled at late second period after blocking a shot. Puck off the back glass here. Middlestat at the back of the Vegas net. Able to pull it free. Heels the puck free. They get it to Lohrei at the point. It's set up along that left side with Middlestat, a centering pass. Kicked away toward the slot. Arvidsson turns it back toward that far side. Lohrei, Jokiharju at the top of the circle. Gets one through. Save made. Middlestat, or rather, Asamon was trying to tuck that rebound, but Schmid was able to cover it up.
Got a couple whacks at it as the puck was free for a split second there. Jokiharju got the shot through from the right side with the screen in front provided by Asamon. What a chance for Jack Eichel at the other end of the ice, so short-handed.
Mikey Asamon already with a goal and an assist tonight. 16 seconds left on the power play. And the Bruins will get most of that first unit back out there, although they will have Jokiharju and Lohrei now come out defensively. So you got Lindholm to take the draw, Zacha along the near side boards, and Pasternak in the slot.
Yeah, instead of Geekie, though, two defensemen.
Yep. And off the win of the faceoff, Marner's going to send it all the way down ice. And that will kill off the remainder of the penalty here as Lindholm comes up the right side. Hertl will step out of the box. Lindholm, danced right down the near circle around McNabb, but couldn't get into shooting position. Vegas back to full strength. Hertl will lob one through the neutral zone. And Lohrei couldn't get a stick on a bouncing puck. But gets some help from Jokiharju. Keeps Sissons from getting an opportunity. Lindholm now brings back toward the Vegas line. Right circle, Pasternak. Wheels toward the corner, back up toward the top of the face-off circle. Sissons got a piece of that pass. Kept moving by Zacha. Pasternak from the near hash marks, back towards Zacha, cutting toward the right circle, and knocked away from him again. 8:06 to go here in the third. As Zadorov will regain possession back in his own zone. Headmans to Corrali, dumps it in from the red line. Out of the far corner, it came to Kastelik. He goes shoulder to shoulder against Korzak. Kastelik got it free. Viel put one wide of the short side. On the near side boards, battle for possession. And Vegas gets the clear. Peak to Zadorov and dumps in from the red line. Kastelik waiting for it at the hash marks near side. Steps away from Stone. Gets it down low. In front, Corrali. Off the feed from Viel. Couldn't get off the shot. Peak, near side circle. Kastelik with room. And a rising shot. Missed the net over the crossbar.
Tried to go high. Looked like high short side.
Kastelik tips a Peak pass deep. Viel goes crashing into the corner against Hutton. 7:15 to play here in regulation. Hutton sends it toward the far side. They will clear it. Love down and leaping play by Riley Smith near the Bruins line, but had it taken away. Here's Harris bringing the Bruins back the other direction. Taps it in behind the net. Hutton able to seal it off toward the near corner. 6:50 to go. Asamont backhand Stewart back to the net. White Cloud trying to clear it up the far boards. Forced back into the corner. Minton wide angle shot. Schmid picks that one up off the deck with his glove and gets the timeout with 6:37 to play here in regulation. Vegas with a 6-5 lead here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
When it's really cold, you'll feel it in your bones. And your house will feel it in its pipes. Of course, if your pipes burst, you're going to feel it in your wallet, too. That's why Safety Insurance offers discounts to Massachusetts and New Hampshire homeowners if you have water leak devices or freeze detection systems. It's smart to think safety first. Ask an independent agent about Safety Insurance. We'll help you manage life storms.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Fans, take your night at TD Garden to the next level with a Bruins suite. Enjoy all-inclusive hospitality, top-notch service, and unforgettable views of the black and gold in action. Visit bostonbruins.com/suites to learn more. 6:37 to go here in the third period. Bruins trailing 6-5. It was 6-3 early in the period before Kastelik and Asamont scored a minute and 7 seconds apart to cut it back to a one-goal game. Bruins tried to come from 3 goals down against Tampa the other day and came up 1 goal short, trying to overcome a 3-goal deficit again here today. Face-off win in the offensive zone by Minton. Lohrei with a shot that gets blocked and kicks out just out of his reach, out of the zone. Vegas going to move it ahead here with Sissons gaining the Boston line. Near circle, shot blocked by McAvoy, who's closing in on 24 minutes on ice so far tonight. Up the near side, Jeannot pokes it deep, goes and gets it himself behind the net against Korczak. And a centering pass knocked away to the near circle, to the blue line, stolen. Asamont's got it, right circle. His shot goes on, get a stick on it.
Minton created that turnover just outside the blue line.
Lohrei with a shot, that knocked down in front off a body, and it'll be cleared. And Reinhart chasing it into the Boston zone. Keep it away from McAvoy. Lohrei gets in there as well as Hertl. 5:40 to go. Now it'll come to Pasternak, and he carries it out across his own blue line to the red, to the attacking blue. Whips across ice, looking for Zacha coming down the middle. Did not connect. And Bruins are going to get whistled offside here as that puck just made it across the blue line before Zadorov played it back in. We'll take a timeout. 5:27 to go in the third. 6-5 Vegas here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HRV.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season and helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor, but try picking your fave from all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
5:27 to go here in the third period. Vegas leads it 6-5. You're listening back in the Eastern time zone. Thanks for staying up late/early with us. Hopefully the Bruins can reward you for your lack of sleep tonight. Get this one tied up. It's been a back and forth affair. Started very early. Tanner Jeannot scored just 2:05 into this one, and it has seesawed from there. Vegas had a 6-3 lead early in the third. The Bruins have cut it back to a one-goal game. Face-off just outside the Vegas blue line. And the Golden Knights win it. That is the 65th face-off we have seen tonight. Swayman hands off behind the net to Zadorov. Zacha will carry out through center ice. All the way to the attacking blue line. Chips it into the left wing corner. Goes in there against Theodore. Stone got it off the far wall. Pressured by Lindholm. Puck lifted into the air. Glove down by Zadorov. Lost it to Eichel. 2-on-1 Vegas. Eichel down the right side. Moves in and tried to center that puck for Barbashev. But broken up by Jokiharju.
Far be it for me to second guess Jack Eichel. I thought he was going to take that shot, though. He moved into a really good shooting position, coming down the right side. Tried to get Barbashev and Jokiharju to help break that up.
I think everybody in the building thought Eichel was going to take that shot. Harris got it towards center ice. Here's VL from just inside the red line. Dumps it in. 4:27 to go. Deflected in behind the Vegas net. Hutton played it off the far boards out into neutral ice. Marner trying to stay on side. Just does. Into the near corner. Peak sent it back around toward that far side. And it'll come out to neutral ice. And Hutton going to drive it right back in behind Swayman. All the way to the far circle. Harris takes it from there. Pass up ice. Didn't connect with Kastelik. That allows Dorofeyev to get it back deep in the Bruins zone. Swayman comes back into the trapezoid. Around the near side for VL. 3:50 to go. On the near side boards. Vegas able to force it deep. Lausanne got it to the back of the net. Harris will lob it back out into neutral. And right over to the Golden Knights. Bruins getting some changes on here as Lausanne rips it back around the board. McAvoy had to jump past him on the far circle, but Jeannot was there to help him out. Peak from the near side. Airborne pass gets all the way through the neutral zone. And the Golden Knights regain possession. Stone at his own blue line, backing into his own end with 3:15 left. Vegas will start out. Eichel to the red line and a dump in. Asamont from the near circle. Volleys it back through neutral ice, and Theodore will crack that back into his own end. McNabb, near side for Barbashev, directed in, but Lori will carry back out. Off the left side, Jeannot gets it deep. Ridden away from Pasternak near side and back out to neutral ice. Here's Eichel carrying it in on the left wing side. Centers. Stone brings it back out toward the blue line and throws a softie towards Swayman, who gloves it and gets the whistle with 2:35 left.
Yeah, Vegas doing a good job forcing the Bruins to come that 200 feet. And even when the Bruins did get that puck deep, it was one play, one pass, and they're back out of the zone again. They weren't able to establish any forecheck. It was just kind of a wraparound, but nobody home for the Bruins. They were completing a line change. I think Marco Sturm wants to take that timeout yet, but
2:35 still to go. Bruins will be looking to get Swayman out of the net here fairly short order if they can get the puck established in the offensive end. Kastelik will match up against Hurdle on the face-off, near circle to our left. Second effort, Kastelik wins it. Zadorov angles a puck up the left side. Viel able to tip it into the attack zone. Puck wrapped back toward that far side. Kastelik, Viel got it back to Zadorov. Zadorov trying to find a handle and finally gets knocked out of the zone. He slaps his stick on the ice.
Jokiharju wanted the puck over on the right side.
And then Jokiharju's pass missed everyone, and that turns into an icing. So Swayman stays put with 2:12 left. It'll be Kastelik who will take this face-off. He'll match up against Carlson. And off the drop, Jokiharju able to fight his way forward, get out of the zone, sends it across to the far side. Viel will chip in. Added back toward the far side by McNabb and cleared. Up the right side, Carlson sends one in front. He was looking for Saad coming down the middle. Jokiharju able to ride him off, and a shot from the left circle by Riley Smith. Corrali pushed it off the far boards, but not out. Thrown back toward the net. McAvoy blocked that on its way through. Corrali gets it to Zacha. Carlson picks his pocket. Now here's Eichel moving to the high slot, and his shot saved by Swayman. Hangs on with 1:34 to go.
Just can't get the puck out of their zone, going back for it. It was almost a partial 2-on-1. That pass coming across there, looking for Saad. I don't know if they're going to, with 1:34, probably got to call a timeout now, do you not?
Let's see, doesn't look like it.
You get some fresh bodies coming out there, but
Elias Lindholm will take the face-off. He is 50-50 tonight, 10 out of 20, make it 11 out of 21 along the near side. Pasternak got it out of the zone, backhanded deep by Zacha, and there goes Swayman toward the bench as the extra skater comes on with 1:20 to go. Puck gets cleared up the middle. It got through Geekie, and that'll be an icing against Vegas. With 1:14 left, the faceoff will come back down their end.
Yeah, Geekie was the guy coming off the bench for Jeremy Swayman.
So Lindholm, Geekie, Pasternak, Zacha, Arvidsson, and McAvoy are the six-man unit here with a face-off in the offensive end. Down to our right. Far circle. Off the face-off. Puck pulled toward the side of the net. Wrapped around the near side. Geekie kept it for a moment, but then Barbashev cleared it. Geekie took him down. And Pasternak whips the puck against the boards after the whistle. Geekie's going to get called for interference.
I think Pasternak wants Barbashev to go as well.
The nifty little pirouette that he did.
Yeah. Yeah, I see where Pasternak is a little upset with this one.
So with 1:04 to go, Vegas goes to the power play, leading by 1. Will be their 6th man advantage tonight. They are 2 out of 5 so far. Bruins will need to get possession and get Swayman out just to even things up. Faceoff will be to his left. Zacha and Lindholm out there along with McAvoy and Zadorov as the 4-man unit. Zacha will match up against Eichel on the draw. And as they drop it, Vegas gets possession. Theodore will play it down the boards. Carlson in the far corner. Knocked free by McAvoy. Zadorov steps back behind the net with it toward the near circle. Slams on the brakes. Pass to Zacha to kick it onto his stick, and then able to play it away from Stone and Carlson. Zacha gets it to Lindholm. Over to Zadorov, who pivots back toward his own zone and passes Jeremy Swayman, who's on his way to the bench. So the extra skater comes on, but it's still a 5-on-5 now with 33 seconds left. McAvoy to Zacha. Hands to Pasternak coming to the attacking blue line. To Zacha in the middle. Bounced off his skate, and it's cleared off the near board. Jokiharju back inside his own zone with 18 seconds left. Pass off to the far side, gets through Pasta into the far corner. Vegas trying to kill the rest of this one with 10 seconds left. Eichel going to shoot wide of the empty net, and it'll be icing.
They're going to end up looking at the clock and putting another second or so on here. It says 6.1, but referee's over looking at talking right now. I looked up after the whistle went and it kept going. Now they'll call the timeout if the offenses don't face off.
Assistant coach Steve Spott.
8.2 seconds.
So they put 2.1 back on the clock.
Yeah.
Timeout, Boston. Assistant coach Steve Spott gathering the players around him at the Bruins bench.
Eichel had a pretty clear-cut shot at that empty net. He's a little upset with himself there for missing the net.
Eichel already a 2-point night, goal and an assist.
Oh, he's been a threat all night, yeah.
Yes. And the leading scorers for Vegas, 3 assists for Mark Stone tonight. 2 points apiece for Marner, who's got 2 assists. Carlson, who's got 2 goals.
Well, just Pasternak one time, you know what's coming. But.
Right. 8.2 seconds left. Again, Vegas is on the power play here. Bruins have the empty net, so it's a 5-on-5. Lindholm against Eichel on the face-off, near circle to our right. The Bruins try to pull one out of the hat here late. Get everybody lined up. And drop it. And a stalemate. Now pulled back toward the corner. Shot up the near wall. McAvoy kept it in. They tried to get it to Pasternak for a one-timer. Didn't get any wood on it. And then his follow-through caught Stone, who takes exception to that.
No, they were fine. And then Eichel came in. Eichel and Pasternak were jawing at one another last. When Eichel went for the empty netter, I'm not sure what that was all about. Pasternak apologized to Stone.
But Vegas ends up hanging on for a 6-5 victory here on home ice as the Bruins lose their second in a row. Back with our recap next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
I love shows about survivalists, eager to test themselves under the most extreme conditions. Of course, when you consider weather events these days, wildfires, hurricanes, torrential rain, and flooding, we're all survivalists. Visit the Resource Center at safetyinsurance.com and be prepared to protect your family, your property, even your business. The forecast calls for safety. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank. Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your Boston area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
As much as I'd love to be, I'm the furthest thing from being a car guy. I feel like every time I take my car to the shop, be it for routine maintenance or repair, I feel like I'm